My God.
And I think it's working.
Yeah, I see it.
Son of a bitch! Dude.
Oh my God.
All right.
Hello.
We freaking did it, guys. Good teamwork, everyone.
Oh
Good.
my goodness.
I
My
only said
God.
stuff.
So, what's
Oh,
up, everyone?
what is
damn it.
this? It's
This
been
is
so
Fates
long.
and Fables, y'all. Gearhearts Rising. Woo! Didn't think I was gonna be able to do that today, but we did. We did do that. Sorry for the delay. We're getting started a little later than the typical 9:30 time, but that's okay. We're having a little technical difficulties. With me at the helm, that's gonna happen. Sorry about that, but you know, team effort. We're here. Let's just real quick, just say hi and things, and I'm gonna click on the buttons. Go ahead, go. Just say hi.
Nick, go.
Hi, I'm Nick. I play Volt. Back at home in a dome, hoping my friends don't just walk into a freaking tower and get caught.
I like that one.
Oh my gosh, I'm Kayla. I play Lona. She's a half a modifier, and she's the idiot that walked into a tower. She totally got caught. Here we go.
I'm Crab. I play Jill. Let's play a game.
Beautiful.
Yes.
I'm Heather. I play Persephone, Sharon Food Render with Katie David the third.
Oh my God.
And last but not least,
I'm Kevin. I play Sticks for the Neighborhood Goblin. God knows what's going to happen with Alona.
great. Hey, welcome back. Let's watch the thing. Okay, cool, great, and we're back. We did it. All right.
Oh my God.
Did we?
All right.
Oh
Yep.
my God.
So,
Allegedly.
just to make up for some play time here, so our guys can play a little D&D. Sorry for not being here last week. I was not feeling all that well, so we took a week off. But we're here. We're gonna play D&D, and let's do a real quick recap. Last time on Fates and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. The Gearhearts are in Scavenger City. This lost from the rest of the world underground city beneath the Grim Mountains to the northeast of a familiar city known as Azeros. Not Upper Orlor anymore, just Azeros. But there's reasons for that. As the Gearhearts have traversed through the city, we met all kinds of people. We were originally introduced to the city via the Dingus Boys. We met up with Mr. Dr. Goodfellow, the halfling who needed help finding his daughter, who later was revealed to be a goblin, much to one of our players' delights, meeting another goblin for the first time in a very long time. After some interesting conversations and some different workout regimens and all kinds of other projects being worked on, all of you characters have leveled up. Yes, you should all be level 10?
Yes.
Cool. And then we, after some interesting conversations with a dwarven wizard down below the Scavenger City mines, you made an agreement to meet him later in the evening to find the back way into the Three-Tailed, very Tron-esque Avengers Tower in the middle of the city. Different shenanigans happened throughout. I believe it was Frey and Jill and Percy went to the Kind Traveler to find the Dingus Boys to have aided help in trying to take down the head of the Three Tails known as Harley. Only, I believe, one of the party members originally has any kind of visual representation of what this character looks like. This kind of pale purple and blue skin, very white, pristine-haired female, drow-ish character that leads the Three Tails here in the city. So you went to go find the Dingus Boys to get some extra aid. You are also working on projects back at where Dr. Goodfellow's establishment used to be, in an invisible hut made to look like a rock. And then Styx and Ilona went off to the tower for unbeknownst reasons. Ilona talked her way in after speaking with Carl, Dave, Lily, and Frank, the rat people, and convinced her and shenaniganized her way into the tower, only to realize that as she tried to make her way out, was greeted with this said drowish female character asking why she was leaving so soon. That's where we left off.
Dun, dun, dun.
But that's not what we're going to pick up. We're going to go back over to the kind traveler. And over in the kind traveler.
I thought you were joking. Okay.
Nope. Over there. So back over in the kind traveler, Frey and Jill and Percy. There have been some recent bot fights that have happened. The first round, after some real quick wagers have been placed, you managed to make a little bit of coin, to which you also made some wagers on the second fight, of which I believe it was a little human girl, was given a reward of such from a fellow tinker, Percy, in the form of a platinum, which is probably more than this girl's ever seen or will see in her life. But she was very ecstatic for the gift and made her way out. So you guys are just kind of hanging out here. The Dingus boys have recently left the tavern to prepare for the later smash and grab excursion. You guys have that's not the right word. Asked their aid in. There we go. That's it. So as you guys are waiting for the final fight to commence, is there anything you'd like to do?
DM.
Yes.
Quick question. I forget to take notes. How much money did I bet on the next fight?
I
think it was all the winnings from the previous one, so whatever that was. 30 gold, I think?
Alright, the first fight...
I didn't bet on the first fight. I bet on the second fight.
You bet on the second fight 50 gold. And it was
okay.
it was 3 to 1, where if you recall, Big Al had said that they typically the bigger the bots usually win, and he had recommended that when you get a quick glimpse to see what robots are what sizes, much to the dismay of a lot of the people trying to bet on said wages, you don't really necessarily see the robots until they get in the ring. So sometimes you're just going off of rumor or just the name itself. But you were able to place the green one was the... Can't read my own notes. The green one was the smaller one, I believe.
Yes, I bet on the smaller one.
And that's the one that you bet on which one, and it was 3 to 1. So if you bet 50, you would have made 150 gold.
I don't think I bet 150. I think I bet...
No, I think Frey and
wait.
Big
I
Al
apologize.
put in
Here we go.
50.
I got it. Frey and Big Al bet on the green one, which was the larger one. The orange one was smaller, and they lost 50 gold. So here we go.
Sorry,
we're gonna decipher this together. So my note here says 561. I don't think that's how much you wagered. But it says 561, and then underneath it says 10p.
I mean, I did 10 platinum.
That would be yours. Cool. So if you bet on the smaller one, you would have made 30 platinum back.
Yeah.
All right. That's pretty great.
What was the top one again?
All right. It says 561. But did you raise your 5 gold?
It might have been 5 gold.
Okay.
So I think I got 10 back then?
Well, you would have got 15 back, so yeah, you would have made 10. It was 3 to 1 odds.
So 15, and then I bet the 15
on the last one. Okay, and the last one is the gold robot is Zoidra, and the silver one is called Burmug.
I probably bet on the smaller one.
Okay.
I'm waiting till I see them because I want to do a quick analysis.
It says 20 gold on Burmug. It's in my notes. It's in my notes. Why is it in my notes and not yours? All right, so you bet 20 gold on the silver one. Okay.
So me or her?
You did.
Okay, so I had 20 gold. Interesting.
Cool.
Anyway, I don't have notes because Jill doesn't take notes, but I really should take notes.
Or he eats it.
Because at least make a note this time of how much you wagered. Put it in the character sheet.
Okay.
Just make a note to take notes.
Yeah,
be fine.
and then you'll be fine for next time.
Yeah.
All right, so 20 gold pieces, Jill on Burmug, which is the silver. Okay. Percy, are you wagering or anything?
I'm waiting till I see them.
Okay.
I want to do a quick analysis before I see them, but I will be waiting at the bar so that when he comes back from announcing, I can put my money down.
All right, cool.
And Frey's just hanging out like a vegetable because that is all he is right now.
Make a perception check.
I will do that. That is a 6 plus. 12.
12 total?
12 total.
Yeah, by and by, all in all, yeah, Frey's just kind of hanging out. Not really, for Gilles' perspective, with a 12, I would say, honestly, it's nothing neither here nor there different in terms of how Frey typically acts with you, towards you, so...
My God, I hate this.
By your thought, it's... You're here with these two people at the bar that are your friends. One shoots blasty things, the other has a facey thingy. Yep, that's it.
Yeah.
Cool. Alright, you guys just hang out till the next fight starts?
Yeah, might as well. And then we'll go do other stuff. I don't remember what we're doing.
Now, this is where I'm going to kick myself in the balls. Because, unless I'm mistaken here, I don't have this guy's name written down. I think it's Theron? The bartender's name. Anyway. So, as you guys are waiting around for a little bit, again, a little bit
I got Hank or Henry. Something like that.
That's it. Yep. I'm going to
Hank Henry.
One of those two.
That's his name, and that's his first name and last name. Hank Henry.
Yes. Hank is the bartender now, and his dad was Henry, who owned it before. Okay, thank you for that. Cool. They're into something else. All right, so after a little bit of time has passes, the Dingus boys have left the building, and you guys are waiting to settle your bets. Eventually, you will see Hank trudge back out into the ring very excitedly, and as he does, again, the lights kind of dim down a little bit. The lights on the middle of the ring kind of picking up as the rest of the crowd darkens, and you say, "All right, everyone, the final fight of the night. We have the gold robot, Zoidra." And coming out of this door back here, you will see, if I can grab it, this large mechanical robot starts to make its way into the ring here. If I can grab it, there we go. Size-wise, comparison to the rest of the ring, this is definitely one of the larger bots you guys have seen.
Oh, definitely.
In comparison, almost same size as some of the larger like clockworks you saw back at the Professors from before. Definitely towering like a good 9 to 10 feet tall.
Yeah.
All right, let's see if I can turn it around now. There we go. Cool. And in this corner, Burbug. And you will see the silver one. And they will walk into the ring as well. Now that you've seen their sizes, you'll actually see that the silver one is actually a little bit bigger than the gold one. But in terms of size and stature, they're actually pretty similar. The gold one, as it stands there, the one thing you'll notice that with him is now that the gold one's in the ring, first of all, both of these robots are very shiny and polished for this final, Champions League final match of the evening. But the one thing that you'll notice in the middle of the gold one's chest is this large circular glowing, almost like arc reactor type of
glowy bit
mechanism, glowy bits in the middle. All right, has this kind of white and bluish hue that as it bounces off some of the inner layings of the gold, it has this interesting kind of shimmer and sparkle to it as it kind of emanates out of the middle and reflects off some of the gold right around that middle center. As you can see there on with the silver one, although it still has two arms up top, it has a quadrupedal bottom to it. And what's interesting is that as you look at the silver one a little bit more closely, all the legs have these very pointed feet, so they don't actually have like feet like a normal humanoid or even like some of these robots do. All the legs kind of come down to like a very sharp point at the end. And Hank is going to leave the arena and go back over to the bar, and Percy's there waiting to place your bets. Who would you like to bet on?
What kind of quick analysis can I get out of these guys? Weapon power, weaknesses. Do I see any faults that would make them susceptible to the others?
Does one turn into a spaceship and one turn into a gun? Go ahead and I'd say since you're trying to mechanically figure them out, you can roll like a Tinker's check for that.
Okay.
First roll of the night here.
I rolled a perception check. You liar.
Oh, I'm sorry. Second roll of the night. My bad. All you cool guys who roll in your trays with dice and things.
That is true.
And I roll this stupid roll 20 stupid thing.
Why don't you just use a regular roller?
Fuck.
Convenience. I deal with the convenience versus the shitty rolls. It's a give and take.
10.
Yeah.
10. Anything besides what I already told you isn't really nothing really peaking in terms of.
Okay, I'll go with the silver.
Silver one, okay.
Yeah.
Hank tells you that the betting is at this one's at 3-1 as well on silver.
Okay, I'll put down 10 more platinum.
All right. So 10 platinum on Burmug. And it's 3-1. Okay. We will come back to that in a moment.
Alright, Lona, roll a death saving throw.
Now we're going to come back
At least I
over.
get a death saving throw this time.
That's true.
Instead of just
last time
named
it was just kind of instant.
Oh my god.
Let's go ahead and head back over to the towers. So, Alona, as you walk in, as I mentioned before, you see this very brightly lit interior to the room. And as you take a quick glance around, the rats were able to give you a real quick tour of this first floor. As I mentioned before, you see these interesting and articulate archaic circles, arcanic circles on the floor. And as you were about to leave, this female voice from behind you said, "Leaving so soon?" And as you turn around, you see, honestly, just to you, you're the only ones who ever seen this lady before. This very light purple and blue skinned female, for the sake of the description, drow-esque female, white pristine hair. Go ahead and make a real quick perception check as you stand there and look at this woman.
Yeah, good one.
Good.
Roll of 10.
You're too late, crowd. You're too late.
That's for what?
I didn't have up my characters. It may as well be. What is my perception modifier? It's not great. She's not perceptive. It's a 1. So that's weird.
A double head nod. Okay, what was it?
4.
A 4? Given the circumstances of everything happening right now, it's really hard for you to necessarily take in the scene, I guess, if you will. The fact that you've seen this woman before is the only reason that you're not more or less questioning who the hell this is, if that makes sense. Like, if anyone else was in this room, they'd have a really tough time debating or trying to put together what exactly is happening. But as of right now, with that 4, the things that you perceive is that this woman is talking to you.
Yep.
And she does have a slight grin on her face. In fact, your back was, I think, turned, so you don't necessarily even know where she necessarily even came from, I guess.
I mean, she's standing in the center of the room, right? Okay. Oh, buddy. All right, so I'm gonna turn around and I'm gonna face her. And I'm so sorry. It's just that I have so many meetings today. I'm sure you get that. You know, I was supposed to have a meeting here. The dwarven man who I was supposed to meet with missed it. So now I'm already completely thrown off schedule. It's just I really must be going. I'm just gonna try to leave.
Door's closed.
You can try to leave. Go ahead and if you want to walk towards the door.
Yeah, I would love to walk towards the door, please. That would make me very happy.
Cool. So as you start to walk back to the door that the rat folk had originally let you through, you do realize that it is not opening. You walked into it before, and the door slid open almost automatically on their own. As you try to walk back toward them, you know, as you look for some sort of like motion sensor for them to open, nothing happens. But you just got here. It would be rude to just show up unannounced and then make your way into my home and then not stay for a bit of a chat. May I ask, what are you doing here?
You're like the boss, like you're in charge. Maybe you can help me then. Yeah, so sorry, I'm gonna walk up towards her, try to shake her hand. I'm not gonna cross into the circles because that seems like a bad idea. But I'll go back towards her. And so nice to meet you. My name is Ilona Lewin. I don't know. So I'm assuming since you're the boss, like you know everything about like, you know, the red buzzards and the different branches and things like that. Sorry, it's just I don't know. Are you recently head of the or my father's the one who's in charge, sort of created the Fallen, so to speak. So So I just came here as he had set up a business meeting with this dwarven man who I'm sure you're well aware of. And I was supposed to meet him and we were supposed to discuss perhaps getting you some warforged of your own.
My goodness gracious, you sure are a talkative one. Are you alright?
Yes, no,
Do you need a glass of water or anything?
No, I don't need water. It's just this is my first business pitch and I really want my papa to be proud of me. So it's just a lot is riding on this, you know. It's just I've sort of been ashamed to him so far. Very, you know, he likes to hide me away. So this is a very big moment for me.
This is...
As she is walking over towards you, she's just like very lightly just kind of like twirling the little bits of the bottom of her hair. And as she gets closer, you passively perceive now that she's actually very attractive. As she gets closer, she doesn't really have any sort of armaments on or anything. She actually has this very dark, almost like a very dark purple lavender silken robe where there's no sleeves. It's a sleeveless robe, kind of low V cut in the front. It has this very interesting contrast to her skin tone where they kind of complement each other in this very elegant way. And as these blue lights are shimmering all around, the different colors have a very interesting play off of each other. And her hair is down and kind of that cute little just woke up morning kind of hair, but still looks done look as she just kind of continues to stroll over in your direction. Let's try this again. You are here on business to meet with Thurgund? Is that who you're here for?
Yes, that is correct. And I was supposed to meet with him. I was told that he was unavailable, but it's really important, like I said, trying to impress Papa. So, you know, I was really hoping to meet with him, and I have not been able to do so. But if you're here, perhaps I can talk to you about possibly sending you some Warforged to help with your already strong hold on the city. Because you see, Papa was hoping that we could sort of barter a trade. He likes to experiment and tinker. So I was hoping that, we could give you some Warforged in exchange for some of the precious materials that you have down in the mines.
As you're still kind of blabbering on and everything, she's actually going to not necessarily pay you too much mind, but is actually going to stroll over and still walking your direction, but actually kind of turns a little bit towards Misfit and kneels down in front and looks like she's going to try to pet him. And it's interesting. It's like it seems like she's listening to you, but at the same time she's not. And as
Can I make an insight as she reaches for my beloved? Is she trying to hurt him?
Sure. You can roll an insight. As she reaches over, she does look up at you and she goes, "Oh, may I?"
Oh my God! What a good question. Well, I've rolled. It's a total of 19 on my insight check.
It seems innocent enough.
Yes, you may. Misfit is very friendly. Aren't you, Misfit?
With that 19, you also see Misfit is very confused at what's going on right now. He's like... He'll look up at you, too. As she looks up, he also looks up at you, like...
Yes, he's very friendly. Misfit is very friendly. I'm just gonna, nod at him.
Just such an interesting... construct here. What do you... And she'll start touching the top of his head and underneath his snout and his chin, and just starts to inspectually pet Misfit, if that makes sense. Kind of looking him over as she's petting him.
Gross. Yeah, well, thank you. This is just a sample of the handiwork that we could provide if we were to sort of team up, help each other out.
Exactly where have you come from again?
All over the place, really. I mean, done a lot of traveling sort of thing. But like I said, Papa is the one who sort of created the Fallen, so that is where I've come from. But before that, I went to Enbrick to talk to some other... I'm sort of just all over the place, just traveling about. I don't really have a home. I'm more of a wanderer than I don't know how to answer the question. I'm very sorry. It's just, I've never done a business meeting before. I don't know how these things usually sort of go, and your robe is very pretty, so it's very distracting with all of its colors and everything. So
I'm almost sorry I asked, but let's just get down to business. So you're here to see Thurgund about bringing Warforged Fallen here to help with our mining excavations?
No, not with the mining excavations necessarily. I mean, you're more than welcome to use them for whatever it is you want to use them for. They're very capable, and obviously we can, design something else if that's not really what you're interested in, and I'll kind of pat Misfit. But it was more just offering to kind of team up a little bit, because from our understanding of the Red Buzzards, wonderful company that we work for, yes it is, but I feel like we are two of the stronger and more neglected branches, so I was hoping that we could, Papa and I, were sort of hoping that we could, join forces a little bit and sort of help each other out and help each other become the best possible branches that we can be, with us lending you Warforged for security or fighting or whatever it is that you want to use them for. Check. Oh my god!
Finally! Roll
high.
My
god! Oh my god! Oh my god!
It's gonna be a natural.
Is that terrible? It's really not very bad.
What is it?
It's a total of 15.
15 is not awful.
It's not bad.
Considering she's not deceptive person.
Well, she technically isn't lying at this point.
Oh, technically
some
she
lies.
Is.
Enough lies in there.
As you're running on about Ilona's whole life story, she'll just kind of, a little corner of her mouth just kind of grins up a little bit. And when she does, you see just the slightest little bit of a very sharp, like,
oh no,
like incisor tooth off to the side. And now that you're closer face to face with her, you also notice that her eyes, interestingly enough, are kind of a different shade of color to the rest of her. Her eyes have this kind of like golden green kind of mix. It's very interesting. By all means, I mean, if more aid has been deemed something we could use with the new shaft being open, Mine Shaft 5 is recently being excavated, and we could certainly use more workers for some of those different tunneling systems. We are just running out of these creatures. They're not very good at digging anyway. She kind of glances over to the one were-rat that did not go outside yet. And as you look over there, I believe the last one that was with you was Lenny.
What?
And as you look over towards Lenny, he's standing there like this. Just standing there, just swaying back and forth.
Is Lenny okay?
Are you asking her that, or just thinking that in your head?
No, I'm wondering, is he okay?
Without necessarily rolling a history check, because this didn't happen too long ago, it's very reminiscent of when you saw the rat creatures down in the caves from before. So, real quick, Ilona, for the sake of this conversation, what's Ilona wearing?
That's a good question.
Do you have your coat of fun stuff on?
I do have my coat of fun stuff on, and I'm wearing my cute little leather and lacy steampunk shirt with my little vest that is completely torn apart and shredded and muddy from when she got it a week ago because she doesn't know how to take care of herself.
A lot happens with you guys in a week, so that's fair.
And rainbow tights! Can't forget the rainbow tights!
Yep. Lot going on. Okay.
Oh my god.
Let me ask you. Out of sheer curiosity, with the red buzzards, who do you and your papa work for with your fallen division?
Well, we work most closely with the Lord of Blades. If that's what you're asking.
Come with me. And she will just turn around and just start...
Like I said, though, I would love to talk about this more. It's just that I have several other meetings that I'm supposed to go to.
She just starts walking towards the center circle. Oh, this won't be long. Come along.
It's just I'm already so late. So late. So late. So if I could just... And I'll come back with more time to...
She's just going to stand there for a hot second in the middle.
Yeah. Screw those other guys. I don't need money. I guess I'll follow.
Oh no.
Cool. Good. You can move your token.
Oh.
As you start to walk towards the center, she goes, "Don't worry, this won't take very long."
Is she lying? Is she being sneaky? Is she leading me into a trap?
Roll an insight check.
She's just gonna have a snack with you.
I'm so scared of all of my dice. Okay. That is another 19.
Your uneasy feelings are not misguided. You are following a gut decision that even you look down at Misfit, he's very hesitant to follow her.
Could I at least send my friend here with a message for the person that I'm supposed to be meeting with next, just to sort of let them know, good business practice and all that. I'm sure you understand.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh my god.
Stop making me roll things, please!
This is D&D. We're supposed to roll things.
I don't like it.
A roll, or are you
Oh, I'm
rolling
good at
things?
persuasion. 25.
Oh,
Wow.
wow. Maybe you should have been telling her the truth. Hey, fuck you. I'm awesome.
That would have been so much more easy, right?
I just wanted to scope the place out. Could you just let me leave? I'll come back later.
She kind of looks a little saddened by that. Oh, well, I very do much enjoy little constructs, toys, and things. It's just it's very adorable. But I do suppose if you just need to send the message.
I really think I do.
She'll kind of walk back over, give him one more little scunch. What was his name again? Did you say? Or her?
Misfit
Oh, Misfit.
is his name.
Kind of gives her a little
What
scunch.
is she doing anything like tracking Misfit or magicking Misfit or anything like that?
Make a perception check.
Hands off my baby!
So what?
Said hands off my baby.
How much was it?
1!
A one?
Oh,
Nice.
No.
Just,
That's a one!
just seems like she's just petting Misfit. What's the harm in
Oh
that?
my
You
god.
love it when people pet Misfit.
Why do I have to play such a freaking more? Okay. All
Well,
right.
to be fair, it was a natural one. There was no succeeding after that.
Okay. Well, I guess I will just write a note. And I will say,
You can write it. She's just kind of scrunching his chin again.
I will say,
Misfit still looks very confused at what's going on, but he's still enjoying the scrunches a little bit.
I will.
Every now and
I
again,
will.
it looks like she kind of hits a sweet spot somewhere. Oh, you like that one? All right.
I don't like it. All right, so I'm gonna write Dr. Jen. Our meeting time, originally scheduled, is not. Our meeting time originally scheduled will not be able to be kept due to due to a conflict that I have found myself in. Please reach out to me at your earliest convenience so we can meet up as soon as possible. XO Ilona and Misfits.
There it is. There it is. Now you know it's authentic.
Yes.
It could have been a fake before.
Yep.
She's not paying any attention to what you're writing, so you can pretty much write whatever you want.
Yeah, but just in case somebody follows him and takes the note or whatever. Okay. So I'm gonna get Misfit's attention. And I'm going to give him the note. And I'm going to look at him. And I'm going to say, you need to go. Remember, we looked at a map of this place. We know where we're supposed to go next. We need to go to where we were supposed to meet Dr. Jen. I believe in you, buddy. I believe in you.
Go ahead and roll. You have Misfit's character sheet, right? He has his own.
I do have Misfits.
He
Yeah,
has his own little dog sheet, right?
he does.
Let's just have him roll How's his survival at going to track back to find one of your friends?
Oh my gosh. Well, he's wiser than me.
Well,
So probably.
okay.
Does Misfit have a homie tracker?
Yeah, would he be able to kind of
Home in on homie.
Home in on
Yeah.
homie.
yeah, home in on homie?
Yeah, homie's biggest job.
Do you know where? Is that where you want him to go?
Yes.
Where is homie?
Everyone is shaking their head. Yes.
With me.
No. Yeah, no, because Volt is at where Jen's trailer was
Yep.
Mhm.
in a dome, which
Yup.
is where I'm trying to get Misfit to go.
Mhm.
So I want him to home in on homie.
Okay. Roll
And I'll
your
even tell him, I'll be like, I believe in you. I know you can find our little homie.
Good. Go ahead and roll survival with advantage, since that's who you're going to go find.
17.
Okay.
Hey.
You feel fairly confident in Misfit. You kind of give him a little scunch again, like, you could do it. He's like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
And then I will hug him super, super tight. And I will kiss him. And I will say, I love you very much.
He's like, it sounds like when you squeeze someone too tight and they're like, ah. But in Misfit form, he's like, "Arr, arr, arr, arr."
And then I will let him go.
She'll obviously you two are embracing, so she's not involved in any of that. But as you stand back up, she puts her arm kind of through your arm and, all right, well, let's be off then, and starts to walk you towards the middle. And as you turn around, you'll see she kind of flicks her hand a little bit. The were-rat will start to walk over towards the door, and as Misfit walks over, the door will.
Is the were-rat a little bit more like sentient now? Like, does he look responsive?
What's your passive perception?
11.
Garbage.
Still looks like a dummy.
All right. Well, I'm gonna look at Lenny. And be like, it was great talking to you, Lenny. Thank you for all your help. Remember our conversation. Like,
Okay, to that extent, if you're going to talk to him, yeah, he doesn't like respond. Or
son of
anything.
a.
And she'll just start to walk you arm in arm towards the middle. And as Misfit and Lenny leave and the doors close and you get towards the middle, arm in arm, she goes, I do rather love your jacket. And you guys disappear into this interesting combination of electric and light and archaic magic as you start to not necessarily fizzle, but you see some of the lights around you start to illuminate a little brighter, and after a moment or two you feel this sense of weightlessness and light as you almost feel yourself become empty. Like you feel like your whole vessel is just gone for a moment. And
We're
that
an
is-
empty cup.
that is where
Little robot fight.
we will switch over to
Oh my god.
we will switch over to Volt real quick,
Oh shit, that's me.
since Volt's been kind of hanging out here for a little while.
It's like
Let's go ahead and do
hanging out
this.
with homie, being like, this is gonna be a really fun time. I think this plan is gonna work really well, homie.
Interestingly enough, when Homie doesn't necessarily like talk too much, but he
Neither does
make-
Bubbles, but ain't nobody here to judge me.
They do every now and again. You've seen and talked to Misfit. He does have more of a verbal sentience to him in terms of communication. For Homie and Bubbles, it's more or less they talk in these. It's more like they don't necessarily talk, but they're these interesting little buzzes and clicks of coming from within them, are these little mini acknowledgments of understanding to a sense.
Yeah. Nope. They're having full conversations and we got it.
They very well could be, but
Yeah.
to you, it's more or less like unless you understand R2D2, you don't really know what him and that little
What would that
C4 bot are
classify
saying.
under?
They're
I do
planning
have a
your
bunch.
downfall as we speak.
That wouldn't surprise me.
But
Would
so let's
robot
go.
be primordial?
Would it be primordial? Oh, that's a stretch. No, but I like the effort.
Wait.
As you're working on your contraptions, again, this is a whole time of where people are at the Kind Traveler. Alona was going in and out and around talking to rat people. Styx tried to talk to the guards and how has run away. And if I'm not mistaken, Styx ran back to Volt.
No. Well, he's on his way.
Going?
I think he's just about his way to be here.
Yeah. When I ran away, I got like a couple of streets away, left Acheron, and then I'm heading back. I told Acheron so he should watch the entrance.
Because Acheron's
watching
the
Alona left.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay.
He came towards us. Alona left. He followed Alona, and then he was making his way back.
So where I'd like to pick up for you guys is basically at this point, Volt's you're still working on Styx's contraption, where eventually Styx, you will come back to where Dr. Goodfellow's stationary hospital used to be. Nope. Hospital used to be. And instead you see this large rock dome-ish camouflaged. You rolled pretty high, but still a little bit making outing in terms of it is a large boulder in this area where it does kind of stick out. But it does look like a big rock. And Volt, you would see Styx eventually, even just kind of peripherally out of your side eye while you're working.
All right, I'll send him a message. I'm in the rock.
Okay, so I'll walk into the rock.
You hear in your mind, I'm in the rock.
So walk into the dodgy-looking rock.
Okay. And once you go inside, the facade of the boulder does fade away as you traverse through, and on the inside you see Volt busily working away, Bubbles and Homie kind of flying around and scooting around all around, so he... Take it away.
It is colder than outside because I definitely have the AC cranked in here.
Yeah, you worked with Volt the night before too on things in the shop. You know he likes it. Gets real hot. Gotta keep it temp. But take it away. What do you guys want to do? What do you want to talk about?
Where's everybody else? We've got a situation.
Where can we find the angry old people?
We
shot at you.
We've got a code Alona.
Is that a good thing or a bad thing?
It's a loader. It's a bad thing.
Has it been around long enough?
She just left. Like,
yeah. No.
It's only been like 10 minutes.
Yeah, no, that was 10 minutes too long. We left her alone for 10 minutes too long. Okay, so after the dwarf left, I went and followed him, found the rat's base, had a look around. There's only one entrance that I can see apart from one really high up. As I was making my way back, Alona was making her way there. I saw her talking to the rat guards, and then she went in. I couldn't get in.
Was she what?
She's inside the Tails' headquarters by herself.
I don't have time to tinker this yet. Good.
So we need to. Yeah.
We'll
find everybody else.
Find them, but just turn around really quick. I'm gonna start attaching something to the back of your belt.
Yep.
He just starts moving your goblin form around. There's this unforeseen hidden strength to Volt all of a sudden that you never knew he had before, as he just pushes you around.
So, I just stopped being nice for a second. Okay, so turn. I'm gonna attach it to your belt. Cable's gonna go to your arm. I'm gonna put in a gauntlet. I'm gonna see sword, please.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna slide the sword into the gauntlet. Okay. When you do your fire, the blue flame, focus it into the container in the back. It should give you a little bit more. I'm gonna start fixing this, and you're gonna see me start twisting the box on my chest. That was my armor, and you're gonna see it gets more black. Be like, okay, your motorcycle's done. I don't know where they went. I don't know how to get places. I'm gonna follow you.
All right. I'm gonna turn to my motorcycle and touch the head of it.
I'm gonna start hovering, and I'm gonna attach myself to the bike.
I'm gonna cast
I got Bubbles and Homie on my back, and we're just going.
Yeah, and touch our bike and let it transform into its new and improved, slightly bigger form.
Sweet. So currently, is it in what form now?
It's in the bike, but now I'm turning it because it was the slightly smaller mechanical. And let me just find the picture.
So as you transform your bike, yes, it is easily noticeably to be much larger than the bike that you had before. Well, I'll let you describe it. It's your bike. It's more fun when you guys describe your fun things. I describe
attaching the stuff would have been attaching the stuff onto sticks would have taken at least a couple minutes too.
Is that music too loud? You guys alright?
I've put an image in Discord. It's bigger and bulkier because with the bike being upgraded, it's now more. Put it in a sense more warg built, so it's bigger in the front and the bigger mouth. So it's a stronger bike, stronger beast.
Chopper.
Yeah.
Got it.
And it also now has a new feature where before it still has it's still gas powered to an extent, but it also does have these rechargeable cells that you can very similar to Percy's solar glider. The difference in the contrast is that hers being a lighter craft doesn't need as big as a battery, let alone it still holds a pretty big decent charge, but it doesn't need a bigger battery to pilot such a big. Your thing has like these two large cylinders of stored energy. Again, it's one of those interesting hybrid cars where it's like gas, but when it's not using gas, it uses the gun. So you have this interesting mix between the two, but yeah, it's this large war bike now.
Yeah. So, by the way, Sticks, before you go, it's gonna have more torque.
Ooh.
Yeah. The electric's gonna get a little bit of, and I'm gonna hold on tighter because that just terrified myself when I said that out loud.
Oh yeah, there's a picture. There, I had to scroll down past all these mice people. So yeah, as it transforms and you all take off, you'll also notice, without having to roll, a lot of people, and you just tear off down these side streets, these very wide sidewalked that kind of twist and twirl around the outskirts of the mountainside, and you just start to braze past people.
I'm gonna keep my eye open for any of the group members, any of them at all.
Okay. Make a perception check.
Am I using my passive or am I going? Am I rolling?
Yeah, let's roll it. Okay. You gotta roll, you gotta roll every now and again.
Awesome. So a 26.
26. First of all, you'll definitely notice a lot of heads turning as your warg bike is definitely catching attention. It almost has a very like Ghost Rider kind of effect where it doesn't necessarily leave this blazing flame trail behind it, but it does like impact-ish the ground from its sheer weight and a little
there is slight flames coming. Yeah, with a spell, there is slight blue flames coming off it, like, around the mouth and some of the joints.
Yeah, well, the flames are definitely in the front and the back, but just definitely have just lightning coming off of it. Nice
blue flames in the front, lightning in the back.
Yeah.
With the 26, I mean, you wouldn't necessarily see any of your friends. Let's see, Percy and Frey and Geo are in the bar. Alona's wherever Alona is.
Yeah, and Misfits.
Yep.
Can I see Misfit?
You guys, as you tear off, which direction are you going? By the way, are you going to the tower? Or are you going? Which way are you going?
I think we got given a rough idea where the kind traveler was. And that's where I know where they're going. So.
Okay. If you're heading towards the kind traveler, so the way this works is that from where you guys were here, I should really get you guys a map. From where you guys were here, the tower is over here. Arsenal's is over here, so if Misfit's coming, yeah, you would probably, as you're heading towards the kind traveler, you will see Misfit off to your left, heading off the direction that you just came. Okay. So you guys are kind of Misfit go this way, and he's going that way.
As soon as you spot Misfit, it's like hang on and brake turn and head towards Misfit.
Oh God!
Volt, hold on, roll an athletics check.
Thank God. I rolled before you said it.
You did?
Okay, athletics. I have an 18 plus 2, so 20.
Okay, you're good. So as Styx just says, hold on, and whips around, and you were already holding on just because you know of the added torque to the bike now. You manage to, just kind of grip on at the last second as Styx swings it around and peels off towards Misfit. It doesn't take very long to catch up to him, but
Okay.
You'll see homie kind of fly over.
So where is she? Why are you here? What happened? Okay, she's in danger. Yeah. Did she give you something?
Fell down a well.
Ooh, you'll see like this exclamation of like, "Ooh," and he'll pull out the letter.
Cooking buddies. I understand homie and Bubbles. At least I pretend to. We're gonna.
Homie just kind of like flutters around and kind of like lands on this like little shoulder pocket that
okay.
was specially made
I'll
for
open
his
up the letter.
sitting. It says all those things that Alona's letter said.
Crap.
And you know it's
worse
because it says
worse.
Exo Alona.
It's worse.
And Misfit.
It's way worse.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Sticks. I was gonna do this later, but I have to have a way to carry Misfit. Misfit, do you remember? I think I've seen you do it once. You held onto Alona's back. Okay, I'm gonna need you to do that again, and I'm gonna go into the storm armor.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us what Sticks sees.
So, the normal armor that Volt has is kind of skin tight, has a little bit of gaps for flexibility. Volt has now grown 2 feet. It's completely wide, and the armor is completely engulfing his body with big fists of lightning on the ends of him.
Damn, boy.
At first glance, it kind of reminds you, Sticks, of a combination between the clockworks that you saw at the professor's with the 2 larger fist sizes, and the sentinel creature that you fought in the hexagrite mines from before.
Yeah, it's more towards that mine one because it's taking the original form again.
Correct. And yes, Volt just gets completely. This armor almost seems to like collapse around him as he stands there. The Volt Buster, yeah, that's cool.
He did not think of that. He went with Storm Giant. I like that one better.
Yeah.
All right, so the back.
Misfit will look at you like.
Yeah, so Bubbles' contraption is now on the shoulder, so he can have his tail so he shoot. Homie can just sit on top, and the back is big enough for Misfit to hold on.
Misfit will kind of. Ilona, roll an athletics check for Misfit to see how he climbs on this back.
Uh, 16.
Okay, that's not bad. It would have been better if it was lower, but that's okay. All right, so he.
No, it would not.
He just starts to, actually pretty easily almost. You kind of take one knee, and as you take the one knee, he does kind of use all your different like leg and arm placements to almost like rock climb your back with certain different footholds, and it manages to just kind of like clink in very Big Hero 6 style, just kind of like clinks into your back in like certain spots, and as you stand back up, Misfit could stand to lose a couple pounds, but we're good. Okay, that's all right.
Yeah. All right, I'm going to cast the levitate on my boots again and ready to go, 6.
Grab onto the
let's
bike.
Go.
Well, if you weren't catching attention before, you certainly are now, as this large war bike tears back through the streets of Scavenger City with a large Sentinel Volt Buster contraption just gliding on the back with a Misfit. What is going? God damn it! What is going on?
The entire time I am pointing and casting message to Percy.
Okay.
Just constantly until she gets it.
Okay. What would you like the message to say?
Alona, 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 Alona.
All
this
right.
message is fun. You can respond to this.
Code Alona. Code Alona.
Code Alona. Code Alona.
Back in the bar. As you guys are awaiting for the final battle to commence, right at the start of ding ding ding, and you see the robots, the gold one, instantly you see that large arc reactor type fusion energy shell in the middle light up, and as it does, you see these going up the shoulders in unison, up the shoulders, down the arms, into the hands. And the hands begin to glow as you see the gold creature looks like, instead of a fist, more of like a open palm goes to punch at the silver robot, and you see that same kind of colored reactor what once was dim, as the hand is about to strike into the silver creature, the silver robot, the arc reactor on its hand illuminates as well and just smashes towards the silver one
and blows it up.
Fight over. I was almost
everyone dies in the bar. The robots only survive.
As it strikes into the silver one, what was an open palmed strike has this extra explosion of energy strike into the silver one up on its like upper like pectoral chest area, smashes as the lights and sparks splash off of it. You see the silver one takes that momentum and its whole upper torso twists around the bottom 4 spindled legs and continues to spin around and opens up with like a backhand almost towards the gold one.
So it's a slap fight.
And as it does, it continues to spin. The gold one sees the motion coming, ducks down behind. As the spindle comes up, you see it kind of grabs its, again, more of it than this open fist, but with an open fisted uppercut, comes up with the other one, ducking under the first strike from the silver one. And as it does, the uppercut comes, the silver one spinning, locks back into place, sees the strike about to come, and now the whole middle frame bends backward instantly. And as it does, it not only does it bend backward, the 2 hands grab the ropes and swings its bladed feet up towards the gold one's face. And strikes it right up towards you see the one where the arc reactor was starting to go up the side. The one side of it starts to flicker a little bit as the one blade pierces into it, almost breaking the circuit, if you will. It still starts to stutter a couple times, but it almost seems like there's some sort of breakage to the flow on the one arm. You'd also see on that same hand, the arc punch is also flickering as well. As the fight continues, everyone's like, yeah, come on, get him! Blow his fucking head off! All this from different sides of the room, which you can't really necessarily see in the darkness. About the first, 20 seconds into this fight, you just hear Percy in your mind. A familiar... You hear that.
You respond to this.
Bloody hell.
That's not a response.
Yes, it very well is. I'm gonna turn to Frangion. We have an issue.
Ow.
I don't know what happened. All Volt said was Codalona, and that means something happened.
As you guys are talking, you see the arc reactor now extend down into the gold's legs, and you see as it lifts its leg up and goes to like kick it with the underside of its foot, that same kind of core reactor is on the bottom, and it goes to kick. The silver one, using the gold's movements are very stagnant in terms of, forward, back, left, right. Doesn't have a lot of diagonal type movements to it. The silver one definitely seems a little bit more flexible in its mechanics. As it goes to kick at it, it actually grabs the foot and uses that to spin on its own axis, and the gold one falls to the ground. Continue.
So what's up?
Obviously, Alona got into some sort of trouble. And that's sort of all that Codalona could mean. That something happened. She bit off more than she could chew. So we need to meet with the others.
Alright, let's go. Ugh.
As you guys are having this conversation, the gold one, from the grounded position, takes its 2 feet and kind of up underneath itself, uses the force to push itself back onto its feet. It's now hovering over the ring a little bit, like maybe 5 or 6 feet above the ring, from the initial force, looking down at the silver one, and looks like it's going to come down and strike it into the top. It does so, and as it does, it crunches a little bit more into that same shoulder that it hit before. You can see there's definitely this very apparent damage on the one side, as this arm almost seems to be ill-equipped to continue. As the gold one strikes into the silver one now actually takes its arm, and you see it actually starts to grab onto both sides like this and flips onto its head. And as it flips onto its head, the four spindly legs just start to spin very rapidly, almost like an inverted bladed top of death. And it just starts to spin towards the gold one as the gold one stands there in the corner. You guys are leaving?
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm going to turn to Hank and say, if I win, you better hold on to my winnings. We will be back.
Go ahead and make a performance check. No, make a strike check for me. To see if he can even hear you scream that. Because again, the atmosphere of this bar is there's lots of people yelling and he's still making drinks and things like that.
10? If he doesn't respond, then I'm going over real quick and saying the same thing. So
okay. About that time, you guys would arrive at the door. As Percy starts to walk over to the bar.
Yeah, I'll get to the door and realize I can't fit in there. I will back up for 6 to go.
You go into the door?
I try to, and then I look and I'm like, no.
Your Volt Buster does not fit in this door.
Yeah.
Unless you want to make it fit.
No.
As you open the door, though, you can look inside and you see there's this large silver spinning contraption in the middle of some sort of ring, squaring off with some sort of other gold mechanical contraption.
Later.
Yeah. I'll go with my mount and go inside.
And I'm just hanging you.
The bike probably wouldn't fit either. Yeah, you guys are too big for the door, unless you want to make yourself fit.
If I can bolt both blade sticks and quick go, it's fine.
Okay, I'll go in and go through the crowd to spot Percy and Jill and Frey.
Okay. Percy goes up to the bar, has your conversation with Hank, and as you start to make your way back towards your table, you will see your friendly neighborhood goblin friend walking in. There you go. There's sticks. You should be able to move your character. There you go.
Lovely. So everyone else is accounted for, correct?
Yep. The Bolt's outside. You three are here. I'm here, and Alona is in the tower of the three-tailed rats.
Is Misfit with her, or is she absolutely alone?
She's now absolutely alone because Misfit's outside with.
I curse in undercommon. All right.
As far as I know, she's still there.
So we need to go now.
Front door or back door?
Well, I need to buy something really quick, a few things really quick at Arsenal, and I have a possible idea of how a few of us could get in.
Yeah, you should see Vault. He ain't sneak anywhere.
Probably you and I, Sticks. I think you and I would probably be the best bet. Although Frey maybe. Either of you. But first, Arsenal, I'm just going to march out, go down, because Arsenal's nearby, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah, so I'm just going to go to Arsenal. I have 3 boxes of bullets that I need to buy.
Okay. I will follow her.
Okay. Which ones did you want to buy?
The 3 that he showed me. The box that had the ornate dragon head, dragon bullets. I put big kaboom.
Big kaboom. Fair enough. All right.
And then the box that had the fish on it that he called Skipper that ricochets, and then the blank box, 3 large bullets, and I've also put big boom.
Like I shared with you what they did.
Well, I know the one ricochets.
In Discord?
Good question. That is a very good question.
The magic bullet explodes into a great ball of fire. Yep. So, the kaboom bullet, the quipper bullet, and...
Oh, yeah, and there's the pistol, too.
The pistol. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Dragon pistol.
Did I get a price on that one? Because I've got the price for the bullets.
Hold on, looking for my notes.
Or is it the Quipper and the Dragon? It's individual pistols with their own special bullets.
No, the pistol's separate. Hold on. I can find
Okay.
it. In a momento. While I'm looking for this, are you guys doing anything else, or is that's the next stop before you guys do? Talk amongst yourselves what you want to do besides going to Arsenals. While I look this up real quick.
On our way to Arsenal's, I'll inform people what I found out of. Basically, I went, found there's one main entrance. Not really found any of the back entrances at the main place. Then Lona came along and started speaking to the rats. Went inside. I tried to get inside using a disguise spell, but that failed. Those rats are slightly more observant than I thought. So I bugged out of there. I don't really do upfront disguising. I'm more of a sneaky.
So our only entrance that we know is the front door. I can make us another entrance, but it'd be underneath, and then we have no idea what we're walking into.
Yeah, I have no idea what the inside's like. It's another bit at the top that's slightly different. There's possibly a way in there, but we're not all going to get up there. So it's either stick around and wait for meeting Thurgan, or storming the castle, so to speak.
Well, the longer we leave her in, the longer we don't know what happens.
Yeah.
So, I think.
Yeah, we need a break in now.
Okay, so underneath or front door?
Front door.
And we had backup too with the.
Well, the backup can come when we desperately need them at random points.
Oh, hopefully we cause enough of a ruckus that they realize what's going on and they come.
Yeah. All right. Oh, by the way, Gio, I might be taller than you now.
All right.
Oh yeah. As you walk out, I mean, you hear Volt's voice coming out of this large. Gio, you would recognize it as that Sentinel robot construct from before, slightly modified a bit, but it does still have a lot of remnants of the creature from the Hexagrite mines. So you guys are talking to a Sentinel with Volt's voice, basically, in thematics.
A large mechanical dog.
I'm still looking to find these notes here real quick. As I break my phone! Sorry.
Let's agree that if Lona's never allowed to be by herself again.
Yeah, we've got to put like a tracking device on that girl.
I was thinking leash.
That'll work.
Yeah.
Oh, crap. Okay, good idea about the leash. While we're sitting outside, I'm going to squat in this giant-ass robot form, and I'm going to start casting telepathic bond between everyone that's here.
Alright.
Okay. Misfit will climb down off of you and things. Alright, Heather, I'm trying to find those notes for you real quick.
Okay, I do see under the pistol one that says, so instead of pistols, it's bullets. So there weren't pistols, it's just the bullets do that.
Hold on. So your guys' plan is you're gonna go to the front door and just kick your way in?
I
mean that's not Percy's plan.
That's my plan. Unless you have a better one.
I can get us underneath.
Do you all remember the persona I used at the train?
No.
No.
Roughly. It was a
the
while
drow.
ago. Oh, yeah.
Maybe.
Since they hinted that the drow are within the organization of the Red Buzzards and somewhat high up, since they called me traitor, I figure that should at least get me in the door, theoretically.
Yeah, but then we have the same problem we have now, where only one person's going in.
No. I take either Styx, although I do think maybe Styx leads everyone else in sneaky-like or scouts ahead, and I take Frey with me, because Frey looks like he could be part drow now, so that can work.
Yeah.
But then we're split up again.
Yeah, but at least it's not one of us by ourselves, and Frey and Percy would be a good combination.
if we can get to Alona, at least it's 3 there instead of 1.
Yeah.
We'll try your plan, but if it doesn't work, we're just gonna break down the front door.
Well, you guys, if you give us a head start, then you guys can come in a different way. And that way they don't necessarily suspect us. We can get it a little further in. But I think if all of us just bust down the door, then we're going to have a much harder time, A, finding her, since we do not know the layout and the sticks you got in.
No.
And getting to her in time. But if I walk in as a non-threat, then I can perhaps talk them into getting me closer to where she is, if not right by her, and then at least she's not alone.
Yeah, so send you and Frey and give you a 5-10 minute head start, see if you can get in. And then we can either go underground or bust through the front door, causing a distraction. Then we've got 2 teams working from the 2 different points. You being inside working out, and us on the outside working in.
Yes, and then we need to come up with some means of better communication when this happens again, because it will inevitably happen again with somebody.
Well, yeah. My next project was to make what we're doing in our heads right now an object, so we can do that all the time.
Or at the very least, some device or perhaps a special tattoo or something that we can activate, and it's just like when it activates, it's it's on the list. That is just warning. No verbal necessary, at least just it's a warning, and we know something is up.
At SOS.
Yes, exactly.
Sticks. I can maybe get you, me, and Jill into the building. I don't know where in the building we'll be. I'm gonna have to just give a measurement, but you would have to go into a backpack for a little bit. Like technically, only take 2 people. Myself and someone else. But if you're in a backpack, then you're technically being carried. So I should be able to.
Oh, okay. You think it'll work?
I'm pretty sure it will work. It's what I did to save Dad.
Oh, your teleporty door portal thing.
Yeah. But I don't know where in the building. We're just gonna have to literally point to the building and then go in. And if we can call to rockets on one part of the building, those 2 might be able to sneak up. And with this armor, I should be able to make a pretty good ruckus.
Yeah. But I don't think my little pet here will fit in your backpack.
I don't think so. I think even Misfit on my back might be more than... Yeah, so I might have to send Misfit with... that's right. And just have it be like maybe he's the one that got the letter.
Alright, so, the bullet prices. What did I tell you the bullet prices were? Because I did find the information. The boom booms are more expensive than the other 2.
Yeah, I have the Dragon 6 bullets for 120.
Yep.
The Skipper 6 bullets for 130, and the big ones are 3 for 120. So they're twice as expensive as the Dragon.
Right. There you go. Okay, cool. So,
I'm going to try to talk him into 100 each. But I'm not going to press much, so if he says no the first time, I'm going to be like, okay, fine, and I'll pay him the full amount.
Okay, go ahead and just roll a persuasion check for me.
Do I trust? Hey, nat 19. I think I have a +8, +9, so 28.
Nice.
I pulled the Vex Wink.
There it is. That'll do it. So as you go in there, oh gosh, this has been a long time. His voice was
Well, the store was described as Hot Topic, so...
Yeah, slow and deep.
Yeah. It was, did he have the same... I think he had the same voice as Acheron, didn't he? Did he talk like, welcome to Arsenal's... Wasn't that it?
Yeah, he was
I'm
a
pretty
Dragonborn.
sure he was a Red Dragonborn, yes. Sure, so you want to... 100, 100, 100, so 300 for the, 15 of the bullets. Total. Sold.
I'll hand him 30 platinum.
Cool. So you got 6. You got 6 dragon. You got 6 quippers. You got 3 boom booms.
Mm-hmm. Now, do these all fit in my guns?
Well,
I just want to double check that.
Your regular pistol,
the pepper box.
The dragon and the quipper ones do, not the other ones. The dragon bullets
do the
would fit
other
in your
ones?
shotgun.
That's what I was going to ask next.
Smaller bullets in the smaller gun, big boom booms in the big gun.
Hi, Loki.
Loki!
Hi. Oh. You can't be my love. I'm sorry. I'm making notes. You are so cute.
Love it. Okay. Let's go back over to Ilona, shall we?
It's like every time you say my name, I have like a little heart attack.
Ah, you're fine.
Ilona's not what you are.
Every time you say my character's name. Are you happy, Kevin? You broke my immersion.
As you
this looks bad. Oh shit.
As the light flickers and you have that sense of weightlessness, you start to feel your presence come back into somewhat of a physical form. And as you do, one of the first things that you feel is the air around you feels very, very cold. And as your eyes start to open and adjust to your surroundings, you look around, and interestingly enough, as you your first instinct is to look around from left to right, and you see that you're in this interesting, almost like arena setup, where you are on the lowest setting of this stepped kind of system in a almost perfect ornate circle around you. Perfect ornate, that doesn't make sense. This perfect circle that kind of hemispheres around you, and as you look up and up to the next step and to the next step, you see the walls in here have this interesting black and purpled coloration to them. You see the floor beneath you actually has this bioluminescence of these light and dark blue shades to them, almost like you're standing on this lighted crystal water, but instead of getting wet, you actually find purchase beneath your feet. And that same coloration, you look around, is on some of the walls up below, and you have this very presence, how do I explain this? A very obvious presence of this same blue kind of hued coloration behind you. But it's very hard to see because it is like a good 10, 20, 30 feet up above, where you have to be on the same level to see it better. You just see this glowing from above. And as you do start to look up, interestingly enough, you don't see a ceiling. It's black sky all around you. And instead of stars, the coloration of what we typically have, like white stars, the stars in this tapestried black atmosphere is all these little blue and purple and pinks of this illuminating presence all around you. Hundreds, thousands of them. Well,
very nice office. Who's your designer?
She kind of chuckles a little bit. I designed this all myself, actually. Thank you for noticing.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's beautiful, incredible.
It's my own little private oasis.
Is that the sky up there? Sorry, where are we exactly, if I can ask?
She'll start to walk south here towards this wall. And as she does, the wall itself, where there is a wall in front of you, you see it actually starts to into these that bioluminescence starts to traverse up from the floor into a step pattern into the wall as the wall crumbles into a step. Well, steps, technically.
Okay. Does she answer the question of where we are?
Nope, she just continues to walk.
Should I stay here or?
No, please follow me. And
Okay.
as she walks up to this level, she'll start to walk around to these steps, just nonchalantly. Oh god, nonchalantly getting bigger.
Oh my god!
Nonchalantly
Oh my god!
walking around
Oh,
this kind of sidestep. And as you start to walk up, it does start to escalate in height from that original floor that you were on before.
While
Oh, go ahead.
sorry, while her back is to me, can
Sure.
I just real quick pop detect magic?
Sure. This whole place is magic. It's almost blinding how much magic is in here, as everything from the walls to the floor to the ceiling. And the one magic that... Go ahead and make a perception check real quick.
Is it a perception or arcana?
Dealer's choice, whichever one.
Arcana! Okay. 21.
Oh, okay. Easy enough. If you recall, illusion magic, and if I recall too, is has a lighter yellow kind of tint to it. If I remember correctly, necrotic was.
Mm-hmm.
I should really write this down. Necrotic was pink.
Necrotic is like purple.
Purple pink, right?
Yeah.
Divination is light blue. Evocation
Yeah.
is orange. Transmutation is green.
Yeah.
So illusion has this like kind of yellowish kind
Yeah.
of tint to it. Very much on your presentation scarf, right?
Yes.
You'd see that okay, the illusion magic in here is basically anything in blue in terms of the light sources in here is really illusion. So when you actually look through it, this down here, it's just regular like brick. It's just like regular stone.
Okay.
The purple walls in here don't emanate any kind of magic. These seem to be some sort of actual rock type feature. But like all of these different blue areas in here, like the floors and the walls and everything, have this kind of yellow undertone to it. You would also notice that as you start to traverse up this path and you start to wind up to the side, you see from the middle circle down here where you first came out of, and these two circles over here.
Sorry, you said these two circles?
Yes. This circle over here, this circle here, and this circle here is emanating conjuration magic.
Okay, so that's probably teleporters.
You could probably gather that.
Good to know.
And then this one. And making me look up all
This
my
big
magic
one?
shit. Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're
Not
good.
sorry.
No, you're good. Sorry, not sorry. That one has a that kind of lighter blue divination magic emanating off of it.
No, shush. Interesting. Okay. 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 So I'm just gonna say a little bit louder. Sorry, where are we exactly? Are we still in the tower?
As she's walking, she doesn't really turn back to you. She kind of like does one of those like kind of like over the shoulder as she continues to walk. Yes and no. We're still connected.
See, that's not really very clear.
We're still connected to the tower, but in our own private space. Come. I want to show you something.
Oh no.
It's the dwarf.
I think
she
I
just
can
walks
see
right up, she just
everything
walks up
from
to
back
this.
here.
Well, I know it's a rather large mirror, but you do get a much better visual if you stand over here. Don't be shy. She'll start to walk back over.
No, it's just the thing is, I have.
Oh,
I'm
and she'll grab your arm and start to pull you
I'm
back
farsighted.
over to it.
So if I
come along.
So if I get too close, I promise you, I can see better from farther away than I can from up close because I'm farsighted and I see everything's just so blurry right now. It's like I can't even. Who are you? It's your facial. It's all blurred. If this is not, I feel like I should probably take.
Do you resist the arm pull, Alona? Are you going to resist the arm pull?
Yes, I resist the arm pull.
Make a strength check.
Oh goodness, where to begin? Growing up in a bunker alone with only her father and her mechanical dragon, Misfit, Ilona Lewin often felt isolated and alone for the first 24 years of her existence. Forbidden from venturing into the apocalyptic wasteland she was told lay beyond the bunker door, she often dreamed of having her own adventures. After her father left one day and never returned, she had no choice but to leave home and was enthused to discover the world that she thought had been destroyed was so alive. There was so much beauty, so much wonder, so many new friends to meet, and Ilona wasn't going to waste any time. She set off with nothing but her father's coat and her mechanical best friend to find answers to so many of the questions she had. Did bees really have leaves? What did the ocean look like? I wonder if there are actually fish larger than dragons, like I've read about. There were so many adventures to be had. So why had her father locked her away and kept her from knowing such a wonderful and magnificent place filled with so many great people? Ilona made friends with anyone she had even half a conversation with, but soon found herself closely bonded with a group of adventurers training to be part of the Glory Hounds, a marvelous guild that she had already accidentally sort of stumbled into, but she is officially a member. Probably. Choosing to stay with these gearhearts, Ilona soon began to learn that this world was not as perfect as she first thought it to be. So many friends in this world would lie and hurt people. There was a darkness to the world that even she couldn't avoid seeing. But never fear, this girl was raised on fairy tales, stories where monsters were always slain, good always triumphs over evil, and the heroes always stand victorious. It's going to take a lot more than evil plots and devious villains to make Ilona, regret ever leaving that bunker.
Freylost Akra has always been a strong-minded sort, even from his early days among the orphans abandoned at the gates of Grimjaw's compound. He was hand-selected to undergo training to become an elite shock trooper under the god, Tyr, to maintain order throughout the known lands. He maintained this reputation during his training, holding a standing record for returning other platoons as lost flags, as well as a record for the most successful captures on training missions and the most, disciplinary paperwork for refusal of orders. He was an excellent shock trooper with a bit of a mind of his own, and may have risen high among those of lofty ideals were it not for that day. That fateful day, wherein he was ordered to take part in the summary execution of a small village of reformed criminals for not more than seeking a better life than the one levied upon them by the prisons they had slowly broken free of. You see, while the rest of his squad saw hardened criminals, Freylost saw people trying to make the most of what they had, far away from any who could come to harm for it. While the rest of his squad fell too, Freylost fell away, off into the wilds until he hit a point where he could run no more, drifting off into sleep. In his dreams, he was made an offer, a chance to understand why the world behaved the way it did, why it could be so brutal, so unforgiving, and more importantly, how he could change it. All he need do was step away from his home and squad, and continue seeking power under the guidance of this new force. He awoke with an unfamiliar mask, an unfamiliar guide, and an all too familiar need to take action.
Well, hello there. Name's Jill Ashwood-Tech. My friends call me Jill. I'm a lizard folk, as you can plainly see, and this here is my introduction. I was born in what most Saskans called the Savage Swamplands. I, however, called it home, till I was run out for hunting too much. Ugh, bunch of bull. They were just jealous I was better at hunting than them. Where was I? Oh yeah, left swamp. Yeah, I left the swamp. Eventually found myself in the company of some soft-skinned mercs. They needed some muscle. I obliged. Spent a long time with them. Grew fond of them. And then one day, they died. A rival company, the Red Buzzards, thought we were moving in on their turf. So, they killed all of them. Except me. Thought they could make a spectacle of me. So they sent me over to an arena to fight forever till I died. I wasn't happy with this. So, one day, during a really nasty riot, I snuck out and escaped. I got nicked on the way out though, so had to lay low for a few months while that healed. Eventually, when I was good and ready, I heard rumors of a new merc company opening up in Azeroth, so I made my way there to hide myself among them, gather some strength and information so I can kill me some red buzzards. And that's how I met the Glory Hounds.
Oh hi, I was told to introduce myself. I'm Voltao, a 15-year-old storm chaser. My friends call me Volt. I got the nickname because I like storms. I know, shocking, right? Did I get that pun right? Is that okay? Is that good? Okay, good. Well, I'm from a small island named Akari in the Sea of Radiance. My home is known for elementals fighting off the coast every 10 years. I was on the beach for one of these fights, watching a giant snake made of clouds fighting a water elemental. After that, I was hooked. It made me want to become a storm chaser. So I headed to the mainland to see if I could find any other storms that aren't on my island. Some people tell me I get excited when I talk about storms, but what can I say? They're so cool. I really hope that I can find other people who like storms. Yeah, like crazy storms, like when the wind blows from a cold to a hot and makes a tornado that can destroy an entire village by just going through it. Wait, we're out of time? No, but it was just getting good.
Styx ain't had the easiest of lives, but what he has lived through has made him the goblin he is today. He was born and raised in this tiny village situated in the forest that surrounds the Shadowvale Mountains. Life was peaceful until the night the heroes came to visit and threw his life into darkness. Alone and afraid in a world he didn't understand, he sought shelter in the only place he could find, the ruins he had heard about as a child buried deep within the Shadowvale Mountain. Just one problem with that: the ruins weren't empty. The years passed filled with pain, fear and solitude until he was rescued by his now closest friend Kylar. This fateful day would change Styx's life forever. He was no longer alone in the world. He had friends, he had a family, he had a cause to fight for. Styx is now a blood hunter and a member of the Claret Order, those who fight against the darkness and the things that would use the darkness as a weapon. His training now complete, he has decided to travel and expand his knowledge of the world and the secrets it hides. Eventually, his travels led him to Lower Azero and the guild hall of the Glory Hounds. Little did Styx know that this one act of accepting work would have such a big impact on his life. Styx now has some new comrades and new friends to explore the world with, and new ways to look at the world. He has found a talent for magic he didn't know about, and through this magic, his familiar, Acheron. The shadows of his past are once again looming behind Styx, but Styx knows he has friends to help him. He ain't alone anymore, and he ain't afraid anymore. He's still the same goblin he's always been, but one thing he knows for sure. It's true what they say, mate. What don't kill you can scar you for life. But the drink helps.
Persephone Sharonford Vanderoth Kearney de Renard III, fourth child of Viscount Zephyros de Renard, daughter of the House of Blades. At your service. But don't let my good breeding fool you. My family not only rules Theros with the other three houses, but we also control its military. As a child, instead of playing with dolls and learning how to arrange flowers, like my sisters, I studied combat and tactics with my brothers, and I was rather good at it. Then I discovered engineering and constructed my first firearm, Requiem. Life was going well, until I overheard my parents discussing an arranged marriage for me. Having already been thoroughly disillusioned about the bliss that is usually associated with marriage, I did the only thing I could. Claimed I was going for a long visit with Great Aunt Rosalind in Upper Azeros, took the longer route by land, and remained in Lower Azeros instead. I calculated it would be around 2 months before anyone showed up looking for me, by which time I would be long gone, a false name hiding my trail. Unfortunately, I miscalculated. Far too soon I heard that my eldest sister, Calypso, was in town looking for me. My miscalculation, father's choice and agent, and the sudden discovery that a band of thugs have been seeking to kidnap Calypso left me less than ecstatic. I had little choice but to reveal my identity to my new allies, and escort my sister back to the safety of our estate in Imbrick, hopefully drawing out the brigands in the process. So far, things are going about as well as everything else lately.
Can't talk your way out of everything.
I can certainly try.
You don't have the raw charisma.
She can talk her way out of very little.
My girl really needs to work out. Yeah, I've never been able to talk my way out of anything. 10.
So as you're blabbering on about farsighted and nearsighted and can see fine from over here, even though her frame is not unlike your own in terms of, pretty sleek, pretty slender, not really like super built in the arm strength or anything like that, there's this almost unnatural strength to her. She just starts to aggressively pull you back over towards this large mirror in the side. Do you guys want to reset cams, or does anybody? I guess we should probably do that. I think Nick's camera, the phone one, might have went off. No worries.
Dispatch called me.
Oh, what did dispatch want?
I don't know. I didn't pick up.
Okay.
With somebody else. I'm dispatch.
Gotcha.
But it might happen a couple more times, so if somebody else.
No, you're good. No worries. I appreciate you doing it in the first place. Okay, so as she pulls you over there, you do actually get a better visual of this apparatus now. Again, you still having your detect magic up, you see through the blue luminescence of this contraption over here. It is stone underneath. You start to get the idea that perhaps she did say that she built this place, so maybe there's a little bit of added flair on top of a lot of the pieces in here to make it look a little bit more elegant than what it is, but it still has the same shape and structure to it. But as you do see through the illusion magic, again, a lot of the things in here, anything in here that's blue is actually just regular stone. Can I ask you a question?
Feeling you're going to anyway.
She'll chuckle a little bit again. You are quick. Do you take me for a fool?
I'm just not gonna answer.
I was gonna say, are you laughing in her face, or what is happening right now?
No, Kayla's having a nervous breakdown.
Okay.
Please continue.
Okay. If you don't answer, that's fine. Perhaps we got off on the wrong foot. You came to my tower, you came to my city. You and your friends have caused a bit of a conversation here among some of the locals, and you must understand, dear, there's not much that happens in my city that I don't hear about sooner than later, if not right away. You said you wanted to come here and talk to Thurgund.
Mm-hmm.
I've had a conversation with him. He says he has no idea who you are or any of your friends are.
Well, so it's because we haven't met yet. Papa gave me his name, and I was supposed to.
She's gonna close her eyes and kind of turn her head.
Shoot her.
Shoot her.
Shall we try this one more time? And I do apologize if I didn't necessarily introduce myself. My name is Harley. Oh,
it's a beautiful name. It's quite lovely.
And you are?
I told you I'm Ilona Lewin.
Well, you've also told me a lot of things, and to be quite honest, not a lot of them were true, so just trying to start on the right foot this time. Please, as I ask this question, do take a moment to think of your answer. What are you doing in my city?
One of our friends lost his leg, and we were told there's a very good doctor here, so that's what we're doing. And I just can't resist big shiny towers.
So if I'm to understand correctly, then you would have no idea or perhaps thought processes to a rather large explosion that happened down in my mines here not all of a couple hours ago.
That sounds terrible. No.
Go ahead and roll a deception check.
Oh my god. Come on, Crab, what am I gonna roll?
A 1!
Why would you do that? Why would you do that right now? What the? Whoa! It's 11!
Because I don't ask him what to roll.
He's the only one that gives me luck!
And yeah, wasn't
That's if he cooperates.
He told me to roll high, I had faith in him.
It was a long rest ago.
So I don't know anything about an
Nope,
explosion.
you don't
that
have a
happened
fucking
just couple
clue what he's
hours
talking
ago.
about.
Yeah, so that is not a lie. That is the truth.
She kind of, as you say no, she kind of like winces and closes her eyes a bit and just shakes her head just very mildly.
Oh, that explosion! I did hear something about that. Now that you mention it. Yes, I did. It's just you said a couple of hours, but that happened yesterday, so I got confused. I get confused very easily. Just ask my friends; they'll tell you how confused I get. So.
Speaking of your friends, let's check in on them, shall we? And she's going to turn towards the large mirror contraption off to the side. And as she does, she touches... Okay.
If she looks like she's doing something, I'm going to do something.
Oh, okay.
Good fucking luck.
Okay. What are you going to do?
I'm going to cast... This is the stupidest thing. I'm going to cast Enlarge on myself.
Huh?
And
okay.
I'm going to fucking yeet her off of the platform.
Okay.
No.
All in. And she said she was gonna check in on my friends. I'm not letting her do that.
Okay.
I can't let her do that. I can't.
Okay.
Bad.
All right. Okay.
God, this is when Ilona dies. Remember me as I was, not as I am, please.
A bumbling moron.
You were always the same.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, that's freaking great. Okay. Okay. Oh, I'm admitting.
Kyle, real quick, can you let me in?
I'm admitting someone into the call.
Okay,
We might have to do our cams again.
Mm-hmm.
No. Wait, is that
Okay,
right?
yep. So I'm Yes. Casting enlarge, and then I'm just gonna like kick her, try to push her off the platform away from whatever the fuck it is she's trying to do.
All right, I like it. Let's make Alona big. So as she begins to walk over towards this large mirror, you start the incantation to enlarge yourself, and as you do, she reaches up to touch the side of the mirror where you see this sequence of array of different colored buttons, and as she goes to touch it, she turns and looks, and you want to try to shove her?
Enter.
Yes.
Okay. Go ahead and
or
roll.
just like pick her up and throw her.
Okay.
Grapple her or something. I'm
which-
gonna keep her from touching this mirror.
Well, you gotta tell me which one, because that's different rules for each of us then.
I'm gonna grapple her.
Okay, there we go. So in your enlarged, I believe you have advantage on your grapple. So go ahead and make an athletics check.
I do. Okay. That's a dirty 20.
Okay. Okay, is that it?
Yeah, it's a dirty 20.
Dirty 20. Okay, I didn't know if you were adding anything to it. That's the whole number.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, dirty 20. Okay.
No.
So as you go
dirty
to
20
as
is the
you
whole number.
transform, and the next part you go to reach down and grapple towards her, at the last second as she turns to look, and you in your enlarged form kind of like almost grunt as you go to like lunge towards her, she will see you coming and escape your grapple, and I'm gonna need you to roll initiative.
Son of a bitch. Can I, as part of the grapple, because I can move, right? Because that's part of the grapple is moving. I just want to like position myself between her and the mirror.
Okay.
If I can do that before we roll initiative.
Hold on.
Okay.
Think about that for a second. Wow, she didn't roll that great.
Oh my god. Good.
Come on, gigantic Alona, you got this.
Come on. Okay, well, on die, I rolled much better than that. So give me a second before I start panicking to plug it in.
Okay.
It's an 11 plus 2, so 13.
So since we weren't necessarily in initiative, your grapple is just going to be that's what you're doing. Now that we're in initiative, you will have, full action, movement, bonus action, much as if we were, in here the whole time. So, as you go to grapple, she does escape your grapple and looks up at you and goes, but it is your turn.
We both knew where this was going, so why dilly-dally around the subject and waste our time? I will cast Sanctuary on myself.
Ooh, you want to pop
Is that
that
concentration?
in the old chat there?
And it is not concentration.
They have to make a wisdom check before they are able to attack her.
Yeah. So if she fails a wisdom saving throw of 17, then she cannot attack me.
Good to know.
She's attack somebody else. There's nobody else in the
And then I will. So that's a bonus action, and then as my action, I will cast Sword Burst around myself.
Okay. So Sword Burst?
It's called Sword Burst. Oop, not Whisper.
Help as well.
You might want to do that before you cast Sanctuary, though.
Why?
Is Sword Burst a leveled spell?
It's a spell that
Burst is a
affects an
cantrip.
enemy.
Yeah, well, if you do an attack while Sanctuary's up, you do Sanctuary. And you can't do two leveled spells in one turn.
If the water
Hold on.
creature makes an
Sword-
attack,
Sorry,
spell
my-
that affects an enemy or deals damage to
Sword
another
Burst is
creature
a
with
cantrip,
spells.
so that's okay.
Yeah. So yeah, you might want to do the cantrip first and then do Sanctuary.
I don't think it really matters.
Yeah, the
Yes,
last
because if
paragraph
you
of
damage
Sanctuary
another an enemy, then Sanctuary is
Comes
gone.
off.
drops.
Okay, well then yeah, I'll cast Sword Burst. Oh well, then I won't. Sorry, I need to read my spells. I will not cast Sword Burst. I will instead.
You can still do it. It's just the other order of what you're saying. Sword burst first, then sanctuary.
Yeah. Spell that affects an enemy or deals damage to another creature.
Everyone is on your side.
Well,
you can do that if you want to. Everyone is shaking their head.
That's some.
We are such a good group. We're all like
some friggin' bullshit. Okay. Yeah, I'll. Well, because it doesn't matter because sword burst is. I think it lingers. Oh no, it doesn't. Okay, yeah, I'll do sword burst.
As a cantrip that lingers, that's pretty cool.
It's a burst. Is that sword lingering?
It's a lingering burst.
I'm panicking right now. I can't read right now. Everything's all fuzzy. Everything's fuzzy. Okay, I'll do sword burst and then I will cast sanctuary on myself.
Got it. Okay, there we go.
Sword burst that damage the mirror, maybe.
She rolled a 24 on her dex save.
Holy shit.
Alright, well, that was fucking pointless. Cool. But she has to make a wisdom save.
Did it damage the mirror,
No,
maybe?
she hasn't attacked. Sanctuary is only when she attacks you.
Sword burst only attacks creatures.
Oh.
What's up? So, there was like 3 people talking. I'm trying to do one thing. I'm sorry. Who else is saying something? Now, no one's saying anything. God damn it. All right, fine.
Sanctuary is only when she does the attack. She makes a save.
Right.
For wisdom.
Cool.
But it's every attack.
But let's be honest, she's gonna attack me, so she needs to make a save.
100%. For every single attack.
Unless she casts a spell.
But she's still in attack.
So.
And did you move in between her and the mirror like you wanted?
Okay.
I did, yeah.
Okay.
Moving between her and the mirror, kind of blocking her off. I mean, if you want to talk, then that's totally fine. It's just I don't think we need to involve my friends in this just yet.
So as you enlarge yourself, go to grapple her, and you try to, and she kind of squeezes her way out of your initial grapple. You have this explosion of this this bright blue energy, as it almost seems like there's these little tiny shards of arcane magic in the shape of these tiny little swords. And as they explode, she continues to bob and weave and kind of almost like backflip in position. And as she does, you take that opportunity to cast Sanctuary on yourself and stand between her and the mirror in this defensive posture. And as she stands there and the explosion dies down, you see her eyes flare up into this kind of like that same light silvered in some areas, but dark silvered in some of the other areas. And as it does, her whole form has this I think the word's like
attraction.
I'm gonna say the word corporeal. That's not the right word. Is that the right word?
Incorporeal?
Yeah.
Does it see through?
Where she gets like starry? Yeah.
Yeah, right. So as she stands there and her eyes flare over, she still has somewhat of this this form in front of you, but you swear that you can almost see through her visage to some of the room behind. And as she does, she pulls out a short sword from behind her back, very, very like Wonder Womanish, if you will, from behind her silken dress, and goes up to stab at you. She does have to make a wisdom check, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Correct.
A wisdom saving throw, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep, wisdom saving throw. Yeah.
Okay.
Low roll.
What is the DC? 17, I think you said.
Correct.
Okay. So as she takes this corporeal form and this see-through visage, she takes her sword, is about to strike at you, and hesitates for a moment. Kind of, you don't know if maybe she's questioning why you're standing between her and the mirror, but what? For the most, she doesn't attack you, but it is your turn.
Run!
Okay. Yep. For my turn.
This would be more daggerish. It's a very large dagger.
A sword-sized dagger?
It's a sword-sized dagger.
What you doing?
Okay. Okay. So I will. How big of a drop is it from here to the floor?
From the level that you're on to the level below, like a 15-foot-ish drop, and then from the purple layer down to the layer that you started in, about another 5 to 10. So anywhere between the top layer to the bottom layer, it's like 20 to 30 feet from top to bottom.
Okay. God, this is so stupid. I mean, I have to run. There's no way I can take her away without Misfit. Okay. I'm going to run and leap. I'm gonna try to make it to the ground. Like the ground floor, so I can get to the teleportation circle.
Okay.
In the center.
Okay.
Oh, that's...
Just make it a whole big old jump?
Yeah, you are pretty big, so probably
it'll take...
You basically want to take them as big steps.
Yes, very big steps.
Okay. In your enlarged form, I say you could probably do that fairly easy. You won't necessarily have to do a check for that.
Okay. So I can make it... So I can make it there. Sorry, I can make it here. Do I activate the teleportation circle, or do I need to be, like, directly on it?
You can certainly try to activate it.
Yeah, I want to try to vamp through.
Okay.
Good luck.
Sorry, I can't help but do math. What's your speed or whatever?
So,
I don't think enlarge necessarily does anything.
Double check.
No.
Just
size.
Makes you big.
Okay,
size and a
then
little bit
it's
extra
30
damage.
feet.
30 feet.
Mhm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
You'd actually be about there.
Fucking kidding me. All right, I'll dash. And I was really hoping that I wouldn't have to, because now if it doesn't work, I'm screwed.
Good luck.
Okay. Action to dash.
Action to dash. I'm gonna enter the circles. Does anything happen?
Nope. On her turn.
Well, hold on. I still have a bonus action.
Sure.
Cool your jets. Cool your jets.
Hey, you
I
said
still
you were
have a
done.
bonus
You said
action.
you were done. Don't yell at me. I will shut this shit down. No, I'm just kidding. Okay, what'd you like to do for the bonus action?
Turn this car around.
As a bonus action, I'm going to cast Branding Smite.
Ooh, okay.
So nothing happens yet, but I'm concentrating on it for 1 minute. And my next attack deals extra damage.
Doesn't that get rid of enlarge?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
Wait, is enlarge a fucking...
Yes.
Alright, fine, whatever. I'll
Enlarge is
drop
concentration.
enlarge. I'll drop enlarge. It's fine. I already said it. I've backpedaled on too many things. Let's just yeah, alright. I'm casting Branding Smite at 3rd level.
Does that get rid of sanctuary?
No.
Nope.
Okay.
No.
Sanctuary is not a concentration. And she definitely
Okay,
hasn't
yep,
done
that's all I
damage
got.
So
That's my turn.
As you use your enlarged size to get down to the lower platformed areas, to kind of, brevity a little bit of the damage you may have taken during that time to get down. As you get down to the final floor, you take this opportunity to start to shrink back down to size. You cast Branding Smite on what?
Myself.
Okay.
Take 10 d8
so next attack I... Here, let me post it. Hold on. There. That's what I'm doing. Okay, well that's useless. Branding Smite, your next attack deals extra damage.
Yep.
It's...
Alright.
Yeah.
Alright. So she will run and take her bonus action to do that. And just because we're going for thematics, it's only fair to do that. Fantastic.
Very descriptive.
Okay. She is going to use her bonus action to dash and will leap towards you and land next to you. And as she starts to come down, she's going to take her sword and just swing down into you.
Wisdom saving
Wisdom
throw.
save?
Yep. It's coming.
Hail!
There we go. 22.
Damn.
Damn it.
Okay.
So now she has
Right.
to roll to hit.
Yep.
Oh, what?
Slow.
One. She falls, trips, and turns on the portal for you.
That would be amazing.
27 to hit.
Oh God.
Yeah, that
Oh,
hits.
Jesus.
Okay. You take...
Oh.
Oh, that's not that bad.
Holy fuck! What?
That's not that bad.
It's a lot of one.
Yeah, it is a lot of
ones
one.
in there.
Yeah, it could have been worse.
That could have been way worse, actually.
Oh yeah.
She stabbed you with a fireball.
So we know she's a rogue.
You take 28 points of slashing damage from the sword as she comes down and hits you. Just making sure I'm reading all this right.
Yeah, I'm gonna die, guys.
Nah, it'd be fine. But just
We'll
in
bring
case,
you
you have your
back and do
backup. You have your backup character, correct?
We did it once before. We'll bring you back again. It's okay.
Ah, that's where it is. Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, so that's you take 28 points of slashing damage from her short sword.
28 or 23?
28. That was
Plus
just
five.
that was just the
It's just the damage.
that was just the sneak attack damage. So you
Does
take
she have advantage?
who?
The rogue.
From what?
How would she have
Well,
sneak attack? Is what he's asking.
Yeah, you only get sneak attack if
You have advantage.
you
or
have
just friendly
advantage
act,
or
right?
there's an ally within
Unless
5
she's a
feet.
swashbuckler.
Oh, is she a swashbuckler? Then it doesn't matter.
So we don't have to know how.
Yeah,
That's true.
we just know she did.
Never mind.
Could be just a really potent magic sword.
That is true.
Mm-hmm.
Or something in the room.
The room is her ally.
I was thinking more along the lines of the room could be enchanted so any damage inside is elevated. That'd be dangerous though.
Mm-hmm.
You. I don't want to. It's hard to explain without giving away fun things.
Then
You
don't.
don't have to.
Don't,
All right,
don't,
that's fine.
don't.
You can
Keep going.
just say
Yeah.
reasons.
It's
We're just
reasons.
panic thinking.
Reasons.
Yeah, no.
Okay, cool. But that is her turn though.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm going to attack the bitch because ow. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
21.
That'll hit.
Okay. So I get my 10 and my D8 fire damage.
Oh,
or
shit.
Ice damage, sorry. So that is so that's 10 points of piercing damage. Damage? 10 points of piercing damage.
10 points of damage.
7
of damage and 7 points of ice damage.
And then Conjure Barrage fires, or not Conjure Barrage, fucking, what's it called?
Branding
the
Smite.
thing that I cast last turn, you know, with, thank you, Branding Smite pops off. And since it's at 3rd level, it does 3d6 radiant damage.
Okay.
Okay. 12 points of radiant damage. And as a bonus action, where is it?
I figured out what I messed up, by the way. I'll tell you in a second. Continue.
Alright.
Gonna have to mini retcon something.
It's okay.
But it's on my end, so it's fine.
I will use a bonus action to push another 2d6 force damage into her with Arcane Jolt.
Holy shit, okay.
Hurt.
You're doing a lot of fun stuff, which I'm all down for. You're just gonna have to tell me the final number. All I heard was 11 radiant so far.
So, oh my god, okay, so 11 radiant, 10 piercing, so 21, plus 7 frost, so 28, plus 9 force, so 37.
That was 12 radiant.
It was 12, so one more.
Yeah.
Point
So 28 38 points of damage.
Jeez Louise, my girl.
38?
Yes. I mean, that's nothing compared to what she can do to me, but...
Well, she has to hit you, but you have sanctuary. Oh, wait.
No. Not anymore.
Okay.
Sanctuary is gone because she already hit me, so...
Okay.
Well, no,
it doesn't matter.
It would have stayed on.
Yeah. She can push through and it'll stay up.
Right.
As
So
long
here's
as you don't. Yeah.
Here's the retcon, okay? You actually take what I say 20 what I say 28 before?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Take the 23 points of the sneak attack away because I didn't do something yet. That's why I don't have advantage yet. But I'm gonna get into that in a second.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay.
So I kind of fucked that up, but that's okay because I'm gonna do something here in a second. All right, is that your turn?
Okay. Yeah, that's my whole turn. That's all
It'll actually make a lot more sense. You just fucking shot her in the face with a branding Veronica fire ice shot of force death. How many different elements are on there, by the way?
Sorry.
Like fourth and radiant and fucking okay.
Piercing, frost, radiant, force of 4.
Jesus Christ. Okay. So as she comes sliding, just arcing down towards you and slashes down, and she looks up at you, you take Veronica, kind of give a little wink, and shoot like right into her like upper chest area. And as it hits, all the explosions of all these different energies explode into her chest. That wasn't very nice.
You're not very nice.
And she yells, and as she does, these large skeletal wings emerge out of her back.
Oh.
And she looks down at you as her eyes bloodshot over from the gray and silvers over to this dark red crimson colored. I need you to make a wisdom saving throw, please.
Fucking Asimar.
Oh no!
Oh, yeah.
You got this. You ain't scared of no chicken.
Ooh, it was bad.
You scared of the chicken?
13. Nope, sorry, that's intelligence. 5.
Oh, yeah, definitely scared of the chicken.
Say what now?
5.
5 was her roll.
Gotcha. So as these corporeal I'm using that word a lot. As these skeletal ghostly wings emerge out of her back, she's already in this semi-transparent ghostly form. Even so much as you watch, her feet do touch the ground, but in this, they still have like this little bit of a sway towards the bottom. So you are now frightened of her.
Yep.
And as you are frightened, she says, "Let's have a little fun. No point in ending the festivities so soon." She will disengage.
Oh.
And she will actually move back away to this little ledge and just kind of like sit. And as she sits there, she has this demeanor where she kind of sits down and crosses her legs, and her large wings flutter a little bit, almost like a death fairy, just kind of sitting there watching you from the side. As that happens,
you hit the damage threshold in the boss fight, so good luck.
Cool. As that happens, it is your turn.
Oh boy. Well.
Oh god.
This sucks.
What you gonna do?
It's a very good question. Let's see. That sword that she's holding.
Mm-hmm.
I'm assuming it's made of metal.
You can assume.
Okay.
All you want.
I'm going to cast as an action heat metal on the sword.
All right.
Interesting.
All right. So as you go ahead.
So it says such as a metal weapon or suit of heavy metal armor that you can see within range, you cause the object to glow red hot. Any creature in physical contact with the object takes 2d8 fire damage when you cast the spell. So she just automatically takes 2d8 fire.
Okay. So as you go to cast a spell, and you focus your energies towards the sword, just since you're looking at the sword a little more closely now, go ahead and make I'd say a history check for that. She drew the sword at first and then came down and slashed at you once with it. Now that you're focused on the sword trying to cast a spell on it.
What kind of check?
History.
Story.
Sorry, my internet is shitting out, so. What kind of check am I making on the sword?
That would be a history check.
Thank you. Sorry, I can't. Like I said, shitting out. 17.
17. So as you go to cast the spell, since you rolled so high, if you want to change this, I will allow you to do it. You glance over towards the sword as she sits there, and as you start to cast the spell, you notice that the sword has this blackened, almost obsidian-like coloration to the blade. And as it sits there in her hand, you actually take an extra moment in the heat of this battle to see that it's not so much like a full like hilt and scabbard and sword. It's almost like this one elongated piece to be shaped in this blade of material. With that 17 check, you recognize this to be hexagrite, the blackened material that the Fallen were excavating out from the mines from before.
So hexagrite is not a metal?
Correct.
Okay. Well, screw me, I guess. Alright, I'm gonna just shoot at her with disadvantage.
Is she wearing any metal anywhere else?
What?
Well, that's not good.
I'm trying to save her
13?
spell.
Do you have any other
She's a rogue. I don't
spells?
think she's
I
wearing
think that's
metal.
what Nick said.
I said I was trying to save her spell.
He asked if she was wearing any other pieces of metal, but...
Oh, any other pieces of metal? Oh, no, just the silken robe and the...
when you described her earlier, she wasn't, so that's a 13 to hit.
Butt. A 13 to hit? No, that does not hit.
Okay, well, She, like, climbed up the wall?
She's just sitting on the edge of the step.
Okay, well, I will just... Fuck it, I'll just stay where I am.
Okay. Just
There's no
standing,
point in
just
running
standing on the
anywhere.
teleportation portal-y thingy?
Yep.
Okay. As you stand on that teleporter, she... Let's see. I'll make her roll to see what she does. Okay. As she sits there and, has a little banter with you and says, "Let's have a little fun." You take the opportunity to recock Veronica real quick in the heat of the moment and shoot another bolt over in her direction as it passes through one of the skeletal wings and hits off the wall in the back. And here I just wanted to talk and have a conversation. Just very well. And she holds her hand and points over to the left. And as she points over to the left, you see this portal start to glimmer. And as it glimmers, you see a rat creature emerge from over to the side.
Oh, that's easy to kill.
Offer a dental to help you.
Vacation time.
Oh, is it one of the rats she knows?
As it... God damn it. As it starts to come down the steps, it... In the heat of the moment, you have this sense of excited, scared, frightened, intense. A lot of things are going on. As the rat emerges from the portal, it gets down on all fours and starts to and jumps down to the next step and down to the next. And as it starts to leap down onto this step here, it loosens its footing and like falls over to the edge. So in the heat of this very epic, dramatic moment, this rat creature tumbles and falls down, laying prone right there. What would you like to do?
I will cast... Fucking stupid. I'll cast Sanctuary on myself again.
Okay.
Burning through my spells like they're candy. And I will hold my action to fire Veronica at her. But I'll tell her, all right, do you want to fucking talk? Then talk. What is it that you want to say? What is there left to talk about?
Okay. So your bonus action is Sanctuary. Your action is to do what?
I'm holding my action to fire Veronica at her if she does anything threatening.
Gotcha. Okay, cool. Moving anywhere or staying right there?
Staying right there.
Where'd my turn order go?
Question.
Anyway. Still sitting there, very arrogant and cocky and a little brash at this point. again, still in this ghostly form. Even now, the skeletal wings almost seem to kind of flow a little bit, like a gentle breeze in the wind, of like a flag, just or a kite, just kind of just breezing in the wind there. You yelled at her what? What do you want to talk about?
Basically, if you want to talk, then start talking.
Okay. She stands up and kind of flutters down here. And we'll get to right in front of you. I don't know whether or not you want to attack or not, but as she walks up, she still has her hexagrided blade off to the side and starts to approach you very slowly. And as she speaks in this form, she still has that same voice inflection, but there is this slight darker echo behind her words. I wanted you to talk. You lied. Nothing happens in my city. And she will act like she's about to attack you. The time for conversations is over.
Yeah, I'll attack her.
Okay.
Am I still frightened?
Yes.
No, it ends.
It's only one round, right?
It ends. I think it is after a round. Until the end of your next turn. So yeah.
Oh, that's very good.
Because the end of her last turn would have been her sitting there calling a rat. What's that?
Yeah, 25.
25. Yeah, that'll definitely hit.
Ooh! 12 points of piercing damage and 2 points of frost damage.
Nice,
so 12,
nice.
14 total.
Nice. Okay. And so bonus action sanctuary, action hold, attack, goes to attack, you attack.
So sanctuary drops again.
Gotcha. Cool. I just want to see if I'm rolling with disadvantage or I have to roll.
That was the dumbest thing I could have done. God, I'm being so stupid tonight.
Well, Kyle, she was going to attack. She would have to make a wisdom save and then a bonus reaction.
Yeah, but technically the reaction would pop off before she'd be able to attack.
It's fine. I already did it. It's fine. There's no way I'm making it out of this fight. There's no way I'm making it out of this fight. I'm just telling you, like, there's no way. I have nothing.
That's a 23?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay. You take 8 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And $21 points of necrotic damage.
Oh.
As the hexagrate slashes through you, you feel this almost, some of your vitality seems to almost like pull out of your system. Much different from the first strike from before. You gather perhaps something from these wings expanding out might have something to do with it. But that is her turn. It is the rat's turn. He is going to... Oh, Kayla's gone. Oh, no, she's still there. Okay. The rat will stand up. Come over here. These guys don't hit very hard. As the rat stands up and starts to run over to the side, it kind of slides off, and as it goes to scratch towards you, in the sense of that, with that heightened movement of like kind of skid stopping off to the side, it loses its footing and swings and misses towards your backside. But it is your turn. What would you like to do? Man, we're losing everyone. Oh no, everyone's flipping their cameras around. Okay. It's like, where's everyone going?
Ah, gosh darn it.
Yep. This is a cool store. What's in this place?
Can I cast a spell magic on her sword?
You can.
Did it seem like a magical? Did it seem like a magical effect whenever she dealt necrotic damage, or would I know that that's just like a hexagrade thing?
What'd you roll before in your history check?
17.
17. Go ahead and roll an Arcana check real quick. We're going to pair it up with that history check to see.
$21.
You get the idea that the sword itself isn't magical in regards to having any sort of like enchantment or anything of added properties to it. You get the sense that something about the material, the elements of the blade itself is increased due to a necrotic presence. Let's put it that way.
Okay.
Just to save you a spell slot on dispelling magic, you don't think you can dispel any kind of magic on it.
Alright. In very Alona-like fashion, I will once again cast Branding Smite, this time only at 2nd level. And I will fire Veronica.
Okay.
Come on. Please give me a natural 20.
This will be at, it would actually be at disadvantage too, by the way.
Wait, why?
It would be at disadvantage.
Oh no, that ended.
Okay, well, still 16.
Would it be disadvantage because she's close?
There's reasons. He doesn't have those.
Has nothing to do with the wings.
16?
16 hits.
Okay. Well, that's something at least.
It is. Kev looks super worried right now.
6 points of piercing damage and 2 points of frost damage. And then 12 points of radiant damage.
Oh, so 20 total?
20 total.
Nice.
She's not looking hurt at all, is she?
You can tell that you're definitely making some damage. I mean, these bolt shots that you're shooting into her, especially that first one that shot her right into that upper pectoral shoulder area. I mean, you do see this slight kind of blackish liquid start to pour out of that wound. I mean, you're definitely hurting her.
Oh, God. Okay. I predict about 2 more rounds before I'm down. Okay, go ahead.
Okay. Let's see what she does.
I want to kill you.
Cool. Let's see. Uh, 22 to hit?
Yeah, that hits.
Okay.
God, she's hitting me so well, I can't even use shield.
Well, she is a boss.
I know. It's just... Yeah.
Now here comes that.
Oh, no.
Jesus Christ.
32 points of slashing damage.
Are you knocked out?
Nope.
And 21 points of necrotic damage.
Now I'm knocked out. Yep. I'm unconscious. least I got to hug Misfit one more time. That's good.
I will roll to see what I do. That's only fair.
Oh, don't pull that. She would absolutely murder the fuck out of me. You know it.
Unless ransom, hostage.
But none of us would know that. So you don't have to actually say anything.
As she strikes into you, Alona, the blade is lightning fast. And as it strikes you, it almost kind of whirlwinds you around, that you start to turn. You see the rat creature behind you, but you continue to turn and fall. And as you fall down, you actually land on your back, looking up towards her. And as you're barely struggling to keep your eyes open, she takes the hexagrite blade, looks down at you and said, "Don't worry. Your friends will be here to join you soon enough." And she will stab down into Alona's chest. And everything goes black. With that...
So I'm down 2 death saves.
I mean...
With that, we're going to fade over to the other group. So, you guys have rolled over to Arsenal's. Percy has recently purchased all of her Boomy Boomy Explodey what do you have it? What would you guys like to do?
Go to the fucking tower.
Yep.
I mean, we're rushing there, but we don't know she's dead, so...
Yep.
That's what I'm about to ask. What happens to homie?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh,
Homie and Misfit.
Misfit would be still active even when she went down. I don't think homie would.
I think homie would just drop
I think
down.
homie turns off. Yeah.
Because he is her homunculus.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go ahead and look that up real lickety quickety.
Yeah, I can actually
Artificer Infusions?
Yeah.
Alright.
I'll look it up. You keep going. I'll let you know.
I think that's gonna dictate to us pretty quick.
I mean, you guys are still heading to the tower.
Yeah.
No, it stays up.
No, it looks like, I was gonna say, it looks like it just
he
stays
stays
on.
up. He just starts taking the dodge action. But both of them
He's
would start knowing.
He is constantly freaking out.
Yeah, they would. Misfit and homie would both start freaking.
Mm-hmm. In fact, okay, I would say, as you're all gathering outside of Arsenal's, Percy walks out with all of her little trinket bullets and things, and the different boxes that they came in, and starts to, I don't know if she starts to insert them some of her guns or not. You guys are sitting kind of just out in the general area and flow of Scavenger City. People and travelers continue to walk by. You, even with just your passive perceptions, would notice that, like, as Misfit crawls off of a Volt's back, and homie is just kind of has this kind of like almost like dragon fly kind of floating to him, where he kind of like is over here and over here, very dragonfly hummingbird kind of thing. I would say with that roll, you would definitely notice that Misfit starts to shake his head almost in a weird way, like and looks around like he's trying to look for something, but nothing's there. And homie is just, I would say, just kind of fluttering more in a pattern right around Misfit.
And as far as we know, this is the furthest Misfit has been from Alona for this stretch of time.
Yeah.
No. Misfit went with me to go bake on Charlie. And that was longer than this.
Oh, yeah. Okay,
True.
That's fair.
True.
So
would I know that there's something different with being so far?
With your passives, go ahead and everyone roll insight. Let's do that. Your passes are high enough to know that you see Misfit acting weird.
I got a dirty 20.
Let's see what your insights tell you.
8.
Fucking weird dog.
If you got a 21, Kevin, I'm gonna fight you if you got a 21.
I got a 14.
26, even better.
I got a +8 to my insight. I rolled 18.
What'd you get?
18, so 26.
At least it wasn't by one.
So,
by one.
So, like in reverse order, just based off the circumstances of you all know that Alona is in this tower.
Yeah.
And you all notice somewhat seemingly that Misfit is. It's almost like he's like looking around and someone's like it almost. For all intents and purposes, it looks like Misfit has like a brain freeze, but he has no hands to like hold his head, so he's just kind of like squinting and holding his head a little bit. In reverse order from top to bottom, Styx, you would notice this first, and would definitely piece together that something is wrong between Alona's gone and Misfit's here, and now he's acting weird. From 26 to Volt to Percy down to Geo. Geo will be the last one to like even be paying attention. He's just like, we're gonna go and beat the fuck out of everyone.
That's not good.
He was with her before.
This is not good.
Are we sure they didn't do something to him before he left?
No, that's not good. We need to get there yesterday.
Yeah, I'm turning my mount around and shouting to Misfit, let's go get her.
Alright, are we forgoing any sort of subtlety and breaking in, or are we going to try to?
Not if Fizzgig. Wow, that's an actual dog. Misfit. Misfit and Homie are freaking out. There's something wrong.
So no subtlety. Alright. I'm
not even sure if I'm going to be any type of subtle at all. Front door?
Yeah.
Yep.
Cool. I'm going to start going with them. And before we get to the front door, I'm going to turn Jill into a giant ape.
Oh.
Okay.
We're going that subtle.
Yeah.
Okay.
All my new bullets are going in the guns, by the way.
Jill is making us a door.
Yeah, I'm just charging forwards, full throttle on the steed with shouting behind Misfit, let's go get her.
You said there was like a balcony or something further up, right?
We don't know that.
Yeah,
no,
I
but
mentioned
once we get there.
Yeah, I mentioned that there was like a balcony at the top, near the top, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How far up is that, Kyle?
The tower itself?
The balcony.
Crap, can you get the stats for Jenny?
I looked it up. I got it.
Okay, cool.
The building itself is roughly, you would guess, anywhere between 400, 500 feet high. That top of the building where the balcony is up towards the upper levels.
Oh, then probably too far then.
So.
Okay. Well,
As you guys are getting closer, you come around this bend, and again, you see the tower off in the distance. This black, smooth obsidian tower that has these different intricate, no distinct pattern to it, but specific pink and fluorescent luminescence on the sides. And jutting out the top, you do see somewhat of a platform towards the top, with a little bit more of a building above it. Again, very Tron Avengers Tower kind of thing.
I mean, if we had a way to get everybody up there.
Like, well, okay. So, would I have seen this balcony before we got close enough for aping him?
Yeah. As you come around the bend, you could see it.
Then we will change that. I will turn myself into a Quetzal.
Okay.
Oh. So everyone be able to get onto my back, and that will fly us up.
A large dino bird in the middle of the fucking
dino bird
in the fucking middle of the city. Okay, all right.
Yeah, fuck the city at this point.
Okay.
I was actually thinking if you had the because you have floating disc, right?
No.
Or no?
I have levitate for myself. It's in my suit.
I was gonna say if anyone had a floating disc, that'd be perfect.
Well, huge. Everyone could get on except for the motorcycle. Actually, no. It holds. I could hold 6 people. We have Frey, Crab, Misfit.
1, 2, 3,
Yeah.
4.
No, I should be fine.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Everyone's gonna load up onto the top of the Dino Bird.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
And I'm going through the balcony.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like up through or like?
No, I'm going through the balcony. Like birds not seeing glass window after you Windexed it.
Okay. That's fantastic. All right.
But not like through the floor of the balcony. Just
No. Like
the opening.
yeah. So if there's a door there, I'm hitting the door.
Okay.
Just don't break your wings.
I'm fine. I think I have so much health, and then I'm fine.
Dive bomb.
Okay.
Yeah. No, I have that.
So in the middle of the city, you see Volt in his Volt Buster form starts to. I'm guessing you would probably take the armor back down and starts to cast the polymorph on himself, or just leave it. In your big Volt Buster form, you just wave your arms in the air. Okay. So as you start to wave your arms in the air, you start to transform into this large reptilian / Gymundo Quetzalcoatl bird. This, I believe, it has like the long snouted beak in the front, and these large scaled, almost transparent in some areas, wings. You all want to climb on top of the large dinosaur dragon bird?
Pterodactyl's big brother, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
At this point, and you're doing this like when you kind of come around the bend and you see the building, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I mean, as you do that, you will definitely again capture a lot of people's attention.
There's no cops.
In terms of distance, you're probably all of like what we would consider like 2-3 city blocks distance away. Where you can still see the tower very easily, but distance wise. So you turn into this Quetzalcoatl, and with everyone watching, everyone grabs hold and you start to fly off.
Yeah, it goes 80 feet, and I will action dash.
80 feet, action dash. Okay. Okay, cool. As a side note, reversing back a little bit, Acheron would have only told you about Misfit leaving.
Yeah. That's told to watch out for Alona coming out, so it was all about Misfit.
Right. So adding all that together, she doesn't come out or anything like that too. So I was letting you know that. I didn't know if you want to do anything with Acheron while he's down there.
As we start to head over, I'll shout to him to look up and come and join me.
Okay. As you
I
guys
make sure
start
that my Quetzal doesn't have as many big muscles as Acheron,
just enough to fly. Got it. All right.
Yeah.
Not to be that bird.
Yeah, I'm not trying to make him feel bad yet.
Right. So as you guys are starting to fly and you make your circle out and you're gonna start to come back towards the building, Acheron can join up. What do we do? I remember this. Are we going into a mouth again? I don't want to do that.
Not a mouth this time. It's a building.
I don't see. It's still pretty similar. I don't want to die, but okay. No one else.
If you die, you'll come back to life.
Well, technically, we all have telepathic bond up, so
you would hear it. Yeah.
I don't want to die. All you hear from Volt's 2 intelligence is inside.
Let's go ahead. And with your 180 feet dashing, Quetzalcoatl velocity, go ahead and roll. It's not so much to attack because you're going to hit it. Just go ahead.
Well,
and roll.
if I fly 30 feet towards something, I have to add more damage. That's why I said I was going to go through.
How the hell do you even spell Quetzalcoatl?
It's Quetzal.
Got it.
CO.
Got it. Nice. Yeah. Okay. We're just gonna add that into it. Go ahead and just roll just roll like a strength saving throw for the bird. See how fast you can slam into it with advantage since you're fucking zooming.
Oh, well, okay. Okay, I'll just see if I can sort it. I did not. A 19 plus 2, so 21.
21. Okay. How big is this thing? It's a huge beast.
It's a huge.
So go ahead and roll. I'm going to say 15 d6. 9 because of the huge, 3 because of the extra damage.
Is it 15?
And then 3 extra because of the velocity.
Goodness freaking gracious.
So 15
yes,
d6.
That's a lot of sixes.
Bludgeoning damage.
A lot of 5s too. Shit.
Yeah, that's a good one.
How did I do this more often? Just ram into shit with a bird.
As he's flying, I need everyone to make a dexterity saving throw for me. Unless you're doing anything.
Hold on.
Besides, unless anyone's doing anything besides holding on, I need a dex saving throw.
Use my reaction.
It's a
Double
7
hold
out
on.
of 1.
Wait, what did you get, Percy? 11?
For a sec, I thought on the die it was a 1. I was like, no, that's a 7. Thank God.
I'm going to use Indomitable.
Okay.
That was bad.
Definitely seems. Oh wait, everyone has Frey. Frey's here. So plus 3.
Yeah.
It's still bad. That's better.
Thank you.
So plus 3.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Frey's just been very quiet this whole time, just kind of taking it in the sights, you know, looking down at the city.
16.
We'll deal with him later.
Because if he's not acting like determined, even if he's not saying anything, then
We don't have time about his emotions yet. We'll come back to this.
16, by the way. Anyway.
Percy, what'd you get?
With the plus 3, it's 14.
Gotcha. As
Misfit rolled a 6.
Goddamn Misfit, dude. Okay.
what I
So
rolled
as you
before I
guys
rolled
go slamming, you know, head over tea kettle here, you smash into this upper balcony. As you get closer, you do see in this very brief instant as you're flying at max velocity here, this balcony area looks to have some sort of circular arcane, this blue illuminated disc on its surface, which again you only see in the split second you go zoom over top of it. As you go crashing into the top, it does get a little bit more visible that the top side of this balcony, there's these glass onsetting, almost looks like a semicircular visor to the side of this building. So it's not flat, it does have sort of this kind of half arc to it. I'm guessing you just want to fly straight fucking into that?
Right through it.
Right through it. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
As you go flying straight through it, let's see. Percy and Misfit both take 22 points of bludgeoning damage just from the initial impact. Styx and Geel and your warg bike, all like as you smash into the side of this building, glass shattering and pigments of the building go flying everywhere as this large explosion of bird and building collide and become one. Fragments of the building start to cascade down the side, trickling over the smooth obsidian tower. Do you come out of polymorph at that point? I don't really know.
How much damage do I take?
I guess
D6.
you would actually take all of it.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So as you smash into it, you do all the initial damage. The large figure of the bird smashes. The windows go shattering. Some of the pillars on the inside that now that you're on the inside of this area, come crashing down. It's kind of like that first initial set of pillars that are holding up the top part of this structure. You guys.
Hey, if no one said we couldn't make an entrance,
Where the hell is it?
I think we just proved that
I mean, You're planning on starting from the ground floor. Why?
Let's just, start here. Let me pull you guys.
We don't know what the inside's like. It makes sense that the boss would be higher up.
Okay.
And it'd be easy to work our way down.
So prisoners either high up or in the basement, one of the two.
Alright, that's you guys there. Copy over here. Top of the tower over there. We'll just play off of that.
That's the most damage I've taken so far.
You guys end up over here.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh.
Pretty.
So this is where you came flying over. There's this large kind of bluish purple, again, the cylindrical area here. This is the area that used to have glass, but does not anymore. As you come flying through this area, and kind of, take a moment to kind of dust yourself off a little bit, you notice around here that there's these interesting pools of water off to the side here with these two side steps, and there is this archway down here that seemingly goes into a deeper part of the building. And just to help out, I thought I drew this on here, but apparently it didn't. Just to help out a little bit, this is actually like kind of the side of the building over here. Oh god, stop drawing. Why did that do that? Sorry guys. This is actually more or less like kind of the side of the building, like this. There really isn't like all that much walkway over there.
Alright.
If that makes sense. Ooh, can I fill that in?
You can put darkness in.
I can, some other time. But anyway, as you fly into this balcony area, you notice these two large pools to the side, and this upper kind of tier area that... Oh yeah, whoever drew that, thank you. These stairs that go up, and up to these kind of other areas, just to kind of like look down onto the pool, and then going into a deeper part of the building.
So we came in from
this direction.
Here? Okay.
Like a bull in a china shop, like a bat out of hell, like a very fast, like a Quetzalcoatl flying very fast.
All right, let's get to work.
Yeah, we're just going.
Mental note to collect a sample of the water later for testing in case it's special, but otherwise moving on.
Okay.
I can run with the big... Oh god, I could control Jill.
Okay. You guys... Let me explain this a little bit better. As you approach the archway... go ahead and everyone make a perception check. That's actually the fair way to do it. Let's do that.
Sounds like could Volt and I use our passives?
Well, I only got an 18.
17.
Ugh. God, that's... My dice need to go in timeout.
As you're kind of dusting yourself off a little bit, Percy, and just kind of start to follow the crowd towards the archway, you don't really notice.
11, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, 15.
As you get a little bit closer, I will say that as Frey and Jill are the kind of the first to arrive, as you approach the archway, it's just blackened from where you were before, right? So you kind of dust yourself off and start to walk towards the archway. There's really nowhere else to go except for back the way you came. But as you start to approach the archway, you do notice that as you get a little bit closer, you would expect, from your eyes kind of readjusting to the lighting in here and looking down what you would guess to be some sort of a hallway. As you get closer, no visible hallway actually presents itself to you. It's just black.
So it'd be like, this is just a black hole?
For all intents and purposes.
I poke my glaive through it.
Oh, God.
Okay.
That's not going to go terribly wrong.
As you poke your glaive through it, the still black of the coloration to this archway, much like throwing a pebble into water, the glaive's endpoint starts to ripple out from that point, and you see this spark of light white and blue arcane essence start to bubble out throughout the rest of the black portal. And as you kind of pull it back out and it starts to settle, it comes back down to that solid black sheer curtain.
Huh. I poke it with my finger?
Yeah, I'm gonna go through.
Oh, yeah. Well,
Okay.
if it's just going through, I'm just walking through then.
All right. Everyone's walking through.
Yeah.
It's a cool
no.
thing, but we have to be somewhere.
Okay. It's a cool thing. We gotta go.
Study later.
We'll take this tower later.
Oh yeah, new.
We'll just take the whole thing.
Yeah. Property of Gearhearts, right down the side. It's our summer home.
Outside the Quetzal hole just says gearhearts were here.
Why is this not working?
Ah,
there we go.
We'll just graffiti our symbol.
Do you guys have a symbol?
Yeah.
I mean, Percy
It's the
sketched
heart
one.
inside of the gear, right?
Nice.
I think I sketched it.
I'm trying to figure out why this isn't working. There we go. There we go.
Kind of like that.
Oh, nice.
I sketched it a while ago. I think I can do better if I have more time, but.
Oh, there we go. Okay, cool. So no deal, no fray, no sticks. As you guys all make your way through the portal.
the portal.
The portal.
No.
Yeah, we got a little bit of time. As you make your way through the portal, you guys find yourself over here.
Jesus.
Some very similar coloration from the room that you just came through with a lot of the... I'm sorry, Percy's like halfway through the wall here. Let's get that one.
Oh, there's two of me.
There's two of them.
There we go. There we go. No, there's only one. Jesus. I can only handle so much. Okay.
Oh,
So as you
armor's so
guys come
cool.
through the portal, this is the portal area over here. Okay. And as you guys one by one make your way through, there's this odd sensation as you walk through of like splashing down into a pool without the same I'm gonna keep using this word because it's fun. The same velocity of jumping into the pool. As you push your way through, you kind of feel that quick sudden urge of weightlessness, and as you continue to push your way through to the other side, you feel gravity once more take hold of your person, and as you come through, you feel the weight kind of come back to you. It's this weird, really weird, odd sensation for but a brief moment, but you have that instant sense of weightlessness as you appear on the other side. In this area that you come out to, there's this very interesting coloration. There's these purple and black coloration to the walls, and there's this again, another fun word to use, bioluminescence. Has this interesting kind of pink and purple coloration to it. You notice that a lot of the purple colors are coming from some different geodes of crystals, and another thing is you notice there's this slight kind of reddish pink color. As you get a little closer, everyone make a nature check for me.
Oh, it's actually good.
It's not bad.
Oh, I have a +4, so 22.
22. Okay.
16.
Whoever decides to look at said red features, you actually notice that these are mushrooms. You can actually pick them up. And as you hold them in your hand, instead of having that kind of mushy texture, they actually have more of a hardened, almost like you're holding a crystal in your hand, but they actually have this interesting mushroomed kind of formation to the top of them, and they have this dark, pinkish, what's the word, fuchsia? Kind of coloration to the mushroom that's in your hand. Did anyone roll above a 25 for that, by the way?
No, I don't think so.
They are pretty crystal mushroom thingies.
Cool.
I'll pocket it and keep going.
Okay. About the only thing that you would really notice is that as you kind of swing them around, it's almost like holding like a small flashlight in your hand, but the light doesn't go out. It kind of has like this kind of just domed area of light right around you. It seems the light only extends so far off of its center radius, I guess.
All right. I'll pick up another one, but keep going, I guess.
Okay. as you guys make your way out here, you can see that the path actually extends up here farther to your north, or you can extend eastward.
Which way?
Do you think that that Acheron can scout ahead real quick?
Yep, I'll send him down. And I'm going to cast See Invisibility on myself as well and start going forwards. I'll send Acheron that way.
So as he kind of poofs back into existence, kind of looks around. Are we dead?
No, because you're still here.
Okay, no, that's fair. All right. What,
Time is of the essence.
Go on, start having a look around, see if you spot any more portals or people, and
wait, how
keep me updated.
Is she talking to me? How is that?
Just go and
what is happening right now? Okay, geez,
Wait,
everyone's yelling at me in my brain. This is a new thing. Okay, I'm gonna go. All right, which way do you want him to go? This way or this way?
That way.
Up to the north.
He's going.
Okay.
He's going that way. I'm going this way.
Okay. Go ahead and roll for me perception checks for Acheron and for Styx, please.
Plus 4 for me. Advantage. So 18 for Acheron and a 18 for me.
18 for Acheron, 18 for me. Okay. As you guys continue on, Acheron will see. Boink, 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 boink. He will get down, and right about up here, we'll see a set of stairs that start to go down in a spiral formation.
Yep.
And as you continue on, you will see. Up and around the bend, the path continues to go straight, but then also starts to bend over to the right, which appears to be some sort of bridged area.
Which way?
I've got stairs leading down, or there's more path around here.
I don't know where to go.
Stairs.
Yeah, Acheron says there's some spiral stairs leading down to the tunnel to the north. That's it. We'll send him down the stairs, but so we'll check the rest of here in case it's up here, clear this area, then head down.
Odds are we need to go up. Because it's either a dungeon under the tower, which too long to get down there, or it's higher up, so we needed to go up, not down.
I'll continue around here.
Cody's just following Volt, I guess.
Sure.
Yeah, while we're walking, I'm going to be doing a ritual spell. I'm going to take 11 minutes, but... No, I'm sorry, 10 minutes and 6 seconds.
To cast what?
Water breathing.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not a concentration, but I saw a liquid upstairs, and I'm not taking the chance.
Good call. Okay. As you guys are starting to walk, just to make sure, I didn't hear anyone say that they were doing stealth checks, right? We're just walking?
Just walking, cool. Guns out.
Yeah.
As you guys are walking and you come up to this bridged area, everyone's passive is above a 10, I'm assuming. It's 10 plus stuff, right?
It is 15.
Yeah.
21.
21.
As you start to make your way across, you'll get to see a little bit more of the bridge. You get to see a little bit more of the pathway up here.
Trippy.
And as you start to make your way right to around this area where the bridge intersects with the rest of the path, you hear coming from down this direction the sound, a conglomeration of sounds of as these sounds start to traverse and kind of echo towards you, you feel the ever so slight shudder of the ground beneath you start to shake. And that's where we'll pick it up next time. Right at 12:59.
Yeah.
Woo! Oh my gosh! I can't even look at Kayla right now. I can't even look at her. Sorry, Kayla.
Is there any way for her to use that teleportation circle?
I mean, if she... When does the... Don't you have a necklace thing that can kick in if you get to 0? Or die or something?
If I get to make death saving throws.
Hmm.
Man, I'm pretty sure she just killed you anyway, so...
Yeah.
We will find out. Next time on Fates and Fables, Gearhearts Rising. Thanks everyone for watching. We play every Tuesday, 9:30 Eastern Time. I'm gonna get yelled at Kayla here in 5 minutes, so I'm gonna get to that. It's gonna be fun. But anyway, thanks for watching everyone. We'll see you next time. Okay, bye.
Bye.
Yeah.